लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर। तुझको कल का बहुत पार, आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। क्यों करते ही 5 स्टैक, सारी बीड़ी भूल जाते, नुस्ता मचाते, भूल जाते घर के लफड़े जो बता नहीं पाते, खर्चे रोजे बढ़ते जाते, जूते नए लेने हैं पर खुद का कुछ कमा नहीं पाते। मेरे पास सारे खास, मेरे हाथ में नहीं क्लास, हर माय ड्रीम्स नहीं ये नींद, बस एक काम का बुखार। तुझे चेंज करना कल तो फिर घिस लाला आज, रो मत बीटी लेते टाइम ही ये जो देगा सब जवाब। मेहनत करते रे मत रुकना, नहीं तू करना मत सवाल, फले मीठा पर ये सफर उससे बहुत ही लाजवाब। सारे रास्ते बंद तब कर देगा वो कुछ ना कुछ कमाल, फोकट वास्ते देने वाले लोग तो बहुत ही ये जरूरी, ठोकर खाकर ही तू लेगा सबसे लंबी ये उछाल। बस कर दे लाला झर्रे तेरे बाल, स्ट्रेस को तू भाड़ में डाल, खुश रह मिल रहा तेरे को खाने को डाल, रख अच्छे विचार, जाना है आखिर में कंधों पे चाल। टेंशन काय को ले रहा सीधा भेज जिसको किधर को जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर, कोटी पटेली देना है तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार, सगे ऑफ सारे कार जमापुर, बदले शॉर्ट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, तुझको कल का बहुत पार, आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। 8 साल का ग्राइंड तब करा शाइन, ट्रेन के खाए तके अबे फ्लाइट एवरी टाइम, टूटा हुआ पीसी पहले लो दे बहुत फ्रेम्स, तभी नहीं गिव अप किया ये पूरा करा मैंने गेम। जितने का था मेरा पीसी अभी उतने का है हेडफोन, नहीं थे नेट के पैसे इंटरनेट पे अब हूँ वेल नोन, घर पे सबको खुशी मिल रहा नहीं चाहिए अननोन है सब, सपने से बड़ा ये सब, गिर गया फिर भी उठ के ट्राई करा बार बार, हर बार रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे लिए तब राम नाम, रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे, करना बहुत तो खाली बच्चन फूक दे रहे, सोच रहे कल के पर आज ही सोते रहे, सुनते कुछ नहीं खाली बनते बहरे, बोले गए अब टाइम नहीं है रील स्वाइप करने में बिजी। कल करते यार आज में वाइब नहीं है, मिलेंगे ऐसे सोचिए बोलने झूठ अपने आप से, तू सिर्फ डर अपने बाप से, बाकी तू कर दिमाग से, जमापुर कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर, कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, सामने से वार, सगे ऑफ सारे कार जमापुर, बदले शॉर्ट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर।
अचानक गाना बंद हो गया यार, अचानक मैंने नहीं किया, वो अचानक बंद हो गया। आई हैव नो आइडिया हाउ दैट वाज अचानक भयानक चैट। वेलकम बैक to another live stream. Good morning each and everyone. I hope you guys have your sleep done. We are back with VCT Americas. What's up? रात में भी लेट आ गया, अबे ठीक है यार, ठीक है। अबे सो के उठा भाई, थोड़ा सा रील स्वाइप कर रहा था यार, तब तक टाइम हो गया हैवी, थोड़ा रील्स देख लिया यार। अबे ये देख रहा था मैं, क्या हो सकते टीम ऑफ द ईयर के कार्ड्स देख रहा था भाई, एनिमेशंस वगैरह देख रहा था, मजा आ गया देख के भाई, मजा आ गया। क्लच भाई भी वॉच पार्टी करेंगे आज, आई गेस क्लच भाई नहीं करने वाले। क्लच भाई की वॉच पार्टियाँ ईद के चांद जैसी होंगी दोस्तों, मेरे को बताया। वो इंसान को मास्टर्स वगैरह की भी वॉच पार्टी एक्सेस थी, आज है कल नहीं, ऐसी ही है ईद की चांद। भाई मेरा तो गुड नाइट ही नहीं हुआ, क्या बात है। सुपर चैट मिस की मैंने, हाँ नॉट हार्ड भाई ने सुपर चैट किया था ब्रो, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 40 रुपीज ब्रो, थैंक यू सो मच। अभी तुम्हारा ऊपर चल दिया, अभी मेरे को दिखेगा भी नहीं। वो पीछे कौन है, एक आत्मा बैठी है पीछे, वो सिर्फ तुम्हें दिख रही है और मुझे दिख रही है और किसी को नहीं, वो असल में नहीं है। मैच लगा, अभी कौन सी मैच चालू होगी भाई, रुक जा थोड़ा, थम जा। और 7 मिनट है। फूरिया वर्सेस क्रू। भाई क्रू की टीम में अभी कौन है? सब लोग तो गायब हो गए हैं, तो है कौन अभी? चलो टीम देखते हैं। डिनर में क्या था आज? डिनर में वांग था, वांग। वांग पता है क्या होता है? वांग ब्रिंजल, ब्रिंजल, ब्रिंजल था। कैजनेट थोड़ी ना है भाई अभी क्रू में। क्रू में अभी सिर्फ मेस्सी बचा है। अरे सदाक भाई अरे सदाक भाई है और लेस है। ओह अच्छी टीम है। MW जीरा भी अच्छा प्लेयर है ना चैट। ये 2 डेंजर टे प्लेयर लग रहे। ये डांटेडू भाई पहले भी थे क्या? जर्सी पहनने ले लग रहे। ड्रीम बॉय की चैट मिस। गुड मॉर्निंग भाई, अब सो जाओ। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सो जाओ ड्रीम बॉय? द गेम हैज जस्ट, आई मीन द डे हैज जस्ट बिगन ब्रो। EU अबे 100 ट्यूज का EU है इनमें, फ्यूरिया में। व्हाट द हेल ब्रो, they actually have EU. What the hell? वाला नूब नावी का। ओके ओके। आर्टिजन, ओ माय गॉड। ओके ब्रो, दोनों टीम्स अच्छी है बे चैट। ब्रो दोनों टीम्स अच्छी है। क्रेज़ाई, आई लाइक दिस, आई लाइक दिस। भाई साहब हार्ली डेविडसन की रील आ गई नई वाले।
ये कितने की? 22-25।
अच्छा अबे अनुराग ने रील डाली है बे भाई, वो वीडियो डालने। भाई क्या दिख रही है चैट। अबे यार लेकिन किसी ने देखी नई वाली हार्ली डेविडसन चैट? टंकी पे माँ कसम इतना बड़ा हार्ली डेविडसन लिख के रखा है। हट। दादा हार्ली डेविडसन बघ नवीन वाली पाठवली बघ तुला। Viswa OG, thank you so much for the 20 rupees Viswa. ये कौन है? अलीम, अलीम भाई, अलीम भाई, सब खैरियत?
It's been a lot of learning. There's not a real clear core to join the team, so every single one of our players are like.
Viswa OG, thank you for the 20. Broken FPS with a huge 100 rupees on super chat. हो गया असेंडेंट। ओए ऑलमोस्ट असेंडेंट 2 होने वाला हूँ, ठीक है। नया नाइफ भी दिला दिया मेरे चैट ने, ठीक है ना। और आज भी 50 गेम हार गया, जीत गया हूँ। 4 गेम जीता, 1 गेम हारा हूँ सिर्फ। समझ रहा, भूत मारता हूँ और 50 गेम में टॉप फ्रैगर, एक एस। अरे मैं अभी छोटे लोग से बात ही नहीं करता। छोटे लोग से बात ही नहीं करता।
I mean, he's been around for so long. Back when I got signed on TSM for the first time, he was all over.
क्रू के सारे सब्स्टिट्यूट प्लेयर्स हैं, उनको वीजा नहीं मिला क्या? सदाक भाई तो है, सदाक और लेस है भाई, दोनों 2v5 करेंगे हर गेम। 9 Cloud9 वर्सेस लाउड कौन जीता? Cloud9 जीती 2-0। प्रेडिक्शंस, ये गेम आई फील क्लोज होएगा भाई, ये गेम टफ गेम होने वाला है। Oh my God, what is this?
But I don't think that's going to get to him just because of the experience he has under his belt.
100%. And I think what else he brings other than experience is also his versatility. He's so
गिरीश अभी रील लेगा मैंने।
playing any of the roles kind of required. And obviously you guys see this
अभी जिस पिछली स्ट्रीम देख के आया हूँ, क्या बात कर रहा है ब्रो? What the hell?
The pose is hard. But yes, he was playing on that Navi team last year for EMEA.
क्या बात है, इसने सब खेला है भाई।
And you know, they didn't do the best, but I still think he did.
एक चूज करने ऐसे ही तो I'll choose crew.
because he really proved himself to be that flex player. I mean, he played stuff like Yoru, KJ,
ओए कल क्या ये है?
literally all across the board.
क्रू का मेन रोस्टर नहीं खेल रहा आज, मतलब आज क्रू 13-0 होने वाली है.
A little bit earlier, and they seemed like buddies. So really hearing that interview and seeing how they're acting, I think the chemistry actually is there, and they're feeling kind of buddy-buddy, which is good.
No, they sounded great, and yeah,
Hara bhai.
the flex player. You're right. He has played
Hara bhai.
different agents and performed them. Like if you go back and look at the stats that last year and even the year before that,
बहन जी कौन है ये?
pretty consistent while being on.
अरे गवर्नर वर्ल्ड टूर मार रहा है माँ कसम.
And that in itself is a hard thing to kind of do.
But do you find your play style in VCT Americas on a team like FURIA?
भाई गवर्नर यड़ भगा रहा है ना चैट. पैसिफिक EME अभी अमेरिका. ये असली बंदा भाई, ये असली बंदा, ये है असली बंदा, रियल बंदा. He is a real banda, bro. I loved him. ये भाई फिर तो आज फ्यूरिया जीत रही है 2-0 वन साइड. फ्यूरिया वन साइड ब्रो, वन साइड. भाई मेरे बोर्ड से पढ़ाई चल रही मेरी फुल ऑन. घंटा पढ़ाई चल रही है. ये पढ़ाई है तेरी बेशरम.
Yeah, wait, hold on. No, I'll take my predictions. No, you know what?
100 Thieves वर्सेस लेव है भाई. लेव की टीम मुझे पता नहीं कैसी है. 100 Thieves की क्लच भाई बोलते हैं बहुत अच्छी है.
Hello, we're
I believe in KRU. No, they got this.
टीमोटीनो है इसलिए क्लच भाई पागल हो रहे हैं इसमें.
They might have, stand-ins, but they still have 3 players.
ये लेव में कौन है भाई? वो ये साटू है लेव में वापस. अच्छा वो तो पहले भी था. वो यड़ भगाता है. ये बाकी के कौन है पता नहीं भाई.
So, yeah, I'm very excited to see
PXS कौन है?
I mean, we're just guessing.
ठीक है भाई
This
चुप
is the
बैठ.
first time we're seeing those teams in action. We can
टीम
only
solid.
go off of so
Solid
much data,
टीम
which
का है
is
कोई तो.
really not a lot. So here an opportunity to collect some more of that.
ये लेव का ही है.
FURIA are ready to take the stage. Day 2 of VCT America's kickoff
ये भी लेव का ही है.
right now.
Alright. लेव की टीम पूरी डिफरेंट लग रही है. माइंड फ्रेश करने आया था वो बेचारा रूड स्ट्रीमर. अरे सॉरी यार. आजा मेरे भाई कर ले माइंड फ्रेश. हमारे यहाँ SOE के बाल को मुर्गी कट नहीं बोलते क्या? SOE के बाल को मतलब मेरा गिर गया. ब्रोकन भाई ने 100 रुपए दिया वापस और लिखा है असेंडेंट तो हो गया, इमॉर्टल नहीं होगा. By the way, went diamond to gold after following your gameplay. ये इंसान गोल्ड में और मेरे करियर के बारे में बोल रहा है. ब्रो यू शुड लुक इनटू योर आईज बिफोर टॉकिंग इनटू माइन. भाई ये इधर क्यों आ गया है? तो ये क्या बात कर रहा है? देखते हैं.
Riot Games Arena, welcome to our second day. Y ahora, primero,
वाह कसम दीदी रेगुलर जिम जा रही है. क्रेजी भाई. मेसी खेलेगा VCT. यस दिस इज मेसी's team. Thank you Broken Bye for the huge 100.
However, how you play on this stage kind of sets you up for success in the future as well. All these players
हाँ भाई ये कौन है?
They're here to kind of prove what they can
Bro,
bring.
गवर्नर अलग ही दिखता है ना हर बार.
I've solidified a lot of my points about this team. 3 of these players being really familiar with each other, and 2 of them also finding a lot of success within that Winthrop University. So this is going to be a really interesting roster and a really good change of pace. Just
Good
for them to
morning,
switch it up a
boy.
little bit and maybe put KRU on the board for their first kickoff week, even though it is looking good for KRU.
नाम क्रू वीजा और किसी को वीजा ही नहीं मिला.
Fazendo sua estreia em 2026. Muito barulho pra
रफूल आला. ओ भाई सब गाना चेंज.
FURIA is here, ready to start their first debut.
तू कब जाएगा ये बता जिम. मोटा किसको बोल रहा है बेशरम? पेट ही नहीं है मेरे को तो.
They want to bring a new identity.
पतला हूँ मैं, पतला. मेरे को थोड़ा मोटा बनना है.
And it would be great to get it in this first match. What I'm looking for is having more of a bit structure. I'm looking at the big macro
भाई आज जाना था यार जिम लेकिन नहीं जा पाया कल भी नहीं जा पाऊंगा
we want to see something completely new just like the whole roster.
Thank you for the huge 100 bro broken FPS
Kind of aiming for here today as
freaking
well.
broken
You know what I
EGH
think is funny too is they were kind of it's like the positions are split like
भाई आपको टाइलू टीम के बारे में पता है क्या नहीं
standing in for them playing that first kickoff game and now we see them finally having their roster here so definitely time for FURIA to show what they can bring to the table on the maps. KRU on Pearl. I think it's our first Pearl we've seen.
भाई ब्रीज लग रहा है दूसरा
I'm really so focused
let's
on
freaking
FURIA
go
because
let's
a lot
freaking
of
go
these maps, like for example Pearl and Breeze, I feel like you're gonna need a lot more of that macro foundation whereas Abyss you can kind of just run it down and get away with that.
Well actually I feel like
लेव के एक प्लेयर का नाम नियॉन है और एक का स्पाइक
but I still think it is borderline free for all DM where you kind of just have to take mid and fight it out and I think for KRU that's kind of a bit more promising for them so this actually I'm not too mad for KRU for this map selection and I think for FURIA I really hope they are cooking on Breeze and maybe they're trying to catch them off guard but Abyss makes a lot of sense at the end super explosive map for both of these teams to just prove their fire prowess.
And KRU is coming in like half warmed up already. They did win the skirmish. It was a 5-0. We bared witness to the slaughter. On the other side, it was just like a wow, 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 and it got like more and more high pitched every time he got killed. It was a quick affair for sure. So
अबे skirmish देखना चाहिए बे अपने को.
Yeah, definitely a confidence.
Bro, Meteor 350 plan कर रहा हूँ कैसी है नहीं suggestion अच्छी है बट
That's why I'm really excited to see this game.
But
kind of what macros that
Honda CB 350 बहुत crazy है एक बारी देख लो भाई वो प्राइस रेंज में नहीं I guess 350 सस्ती आती है उससे हाँ 350 सस्ती है उससे I guess
knowledge and their game plan going into it because
but फिर भी Honda CB 350 check कर एक बार
I feel like KRU might not be playing as structured as we might think because of the last minute changes and the last minute sub-ins. I think they're going to be playing really loose. So I don't know if this first map exactly will be a great tell to see how FURIA has changed up their macro especially, but I feel like this matchup you can never know what will happen.
Yeah, and I feel like the
लाला thumbnail change कर बनाया नहीं है लाला हारर thank you for the party
since then and so everything they have is also undercover and as I'm
अरे
saying
माँ गवर्नर होते हुए नियॉन कोई और खेल रहा है
coming out the double duelist we love to see that the Astra the Fade and the Khelraay I think this comp is really interesting actually for Pearl there's not a lot of that long kind of utility to take a lot of that space
चैट यार तुम लोगों को मालूम है मैं एक्चुअल गवर्नर के साथ खेल चुका हूँ
to take a lot of that map control behind the scenes I think we're going to see a lot of mid control
बहुत खराब खेलता है भाई उसको इतना समझाना पड़ा ना मेरे को कि ये ऐसा खेल वैसा खेल
and having the Euro kind of fall up as a secondary fragger there. And looking at this, I do really like this comp.
शायद जब डेडलॉक आया था तब खेला था मैंने या अबीस आया था तभी I guess अबीस आया था
just constantly trying to set it up with the fade dogs KO flash and I also really like seeing Koala Noob on the chamber.
I was just going to say that deadly. I think the Koala Noob on chamber might
हाँ तुम लोग तो OGs नहीं हो तुमको पता नहीं होगा यार रियल चीज क्या है only OGs remember
which we're not really seeing that much on KRU unless the Neon kind of picks it up a lot and so both these rosters actually the Aegis makes sense for both these rosters.
No, it really does, and I think Koala Noob's gonna.
भाई सुपर चैट मेरा सेंड क्यों नहीं हो रहा? जस्ट सुपर चैट सेंड नहीं हो रहा क्या? एक बार फेंक के मारो देखो.
All set for our first map of this Friday, so let's send it over to your casters. Here are Mini and Ender.
ये बच्चा फिर आ गया?
You know,
we've got a Freaky
Friday situation going on the stage right now. A year ago, the situations
were reversed.
On stage for their debut, they were the ones having to play with a substitute roster. Now it's them with their full squad going up a KRU team that's been put together here at the last second to compete.
A very different squad now for FURIA, a complete rebuild from the team last year. But it's funny because FURIA's always been a team with lower expectations, especially after last year where that sub-roster netted the organization their only win. Now they're in the position that with their
कोई भी वॉच पार्टी वाला थंबनेल लगा दो. अरे ठीक है ना यार तू आ गया ना तू आ गया कि नहीं बता तो अरे डेकोरेशन की क्या जरूरत ब्रोकन एफपीएस भाई ने वापस 100 रुपए दिया लिखा है हो रही है सुपर चैट डब्ल्यू ब्रोकन एफपीएस हो जाए 1 2 3 4 400 रुपए सुपर चैट कर दिए है ब्रोकन भाई ने
It's going to be starting off this
WWF in the chat for him.
Coming in after it, but first we have to get
right,
through
first round, KRU attack.
And KRU Visa already set up 4 players towards B.
KRU is a kind of cobbled together.
कोई नहीं रिवील हुआ उसमें.
3 of these members at the core of Crew's Academy team, being brought up to try and get a win for the main roster.
Some shots fired from Koala Noob.
3 क्रू एकेडमी के प्लेयर्स है भाई. अबे फिर तो स्पीड रन है. अगर ये टीम ने क्रू वाले हरा दिया भाई फ्यूरिया
Third
को.
international league he's played in.
Absolutely crazy.
Tier 1 in the Pacific, Tier 1 in EMEA.
यू और आर्ट्सिन है भाई सामने.
The last ad.
Now Artson over in the corners. Infiltrator goes sliding on forward. He's the first to fall.
Infiltrator. और रोमा. खत्म bro. ये 13-0 है bro. What are we watching? What are we even watching bro?
Very clean and nice from Artson. I don't know how he manages to spin around and get that second kill. One of my biggest questions.
अभी ये MTA भी कहीं पे तो सुनेला देख रहा हूँ.
Which Artson are we going to get? Because if you watched MIBR last year, there was 2 players. The Artson that died first every round, that had a very poor individual performance and would make some kind of questionable decisions. We saw midway through the year. And then the Artson that stepped up towards the end of the year was just magically a beast and was going out, was killing everyone.
Broken भाई ने 100 रुपीस दिया, लिखा आज खाने कुछ नहीं है क्या? Oh my god bro, this guy has completed 500 super chats. आज खाने नहीं यार, Broken भाई आज कुछ खाने के लिए नहीं है. कैसा है दोपहर वाली स्ट्रीम पे है ना ब्रो, एक भी सुपर चैट नहीं है हमें.
Already off to a good start. Have a good stack over towards A, but it looks like Crew is just going to be playing for
इसलिए मैं सोचा ब्रो कुछ लेता नहीं हूँ ब्रो.
This is an eco for
W's
Crew. I
Brogan
would like to
FPS in
maybe
the
look
chat.
at some of these Furia players. Alum in particular, rocking the solo duelist.
Thank you so much मेरे भाई.
What do we make of him stepping up to the big leagues?
Yeah, he was a duelist
Crew
player
में था
in
पहले
Tier 2 last
MTA.
year with QOR. Also one of his teammates coming up in Nerve from that same roster as well. And his roles, he plays a ton of this Neon. I think we can expect that on a lot of maps as Neon on the other side gets shut down by Koala, but I think that he's going to be kind of make or break for this team, how well he can perform on that role. They oftentimes on the attack side like to get him into inserts and start rounds based on him, so definitely the guy to watch with this new Furia.
ये 13-0 है भाई, ये 13-0 है.
Get to have a little bit more fun on the attack side. On defense though, I think it's going to be
King Scorpion, thank you for the 2 euros. मान गए तुम 330 को live देख रहे. Respect. Hey. Thank you so much bro. Respect to YouTube. I would really like to know where you're from watching bro. King Scorpion G.
Already making good work with the Outlaw here. And I like the slow approach out of Furia. Seemed very...
Let's go, baby. I told you boys, I ain't missing an off shot today.
Well, that was the Outlaw.
Well, you know, it's all the same. If they don't have armor, what's the difference?
It's true.
3B start कर रहे हैं, lead कर रहे हैं भाई easy.
Long fight rather from Furia here. Both Lemon Koala ready.
Koala picked up the
Lemon
this
call.
round.
3 जन reveal हो गए Lemon में.
Taking it slow. As the slow walk up continues out of Furia, turns away from
Bro,
the flash.
सिर्फ Governor blind ही हुआ, he got 2. Crazy.
Disaster for Furia. The flash was good.
Bro, the only T1 guy dodged the flash and got 2 there. That's crazy.
So that's something. But they main control hell.
The question is, how does this mid fight end up going? EU's here with the Phantom, playing just slow jiggles, and Crew are heading straight into him. Look how low Governor is too. A real chance now for EU in that corner. Only gets the one.
जो full HP वाला था उसको मारा है W.
Now as they march towards Arc here, only the outline hand, one shot goes wide, and now Crew have full control of this site.
Yeah, and Nerve, the player who is containing him, is so far away on this rotate. And thanks largely to the heroics.
मैं जर्मनी से देख रहा भाई, पढ़ाई हो नहीं रही इसलिए सोचा वैल्यू देख लूं. कहाँ से भाई ये जर्मनी में? Oh my god 4K. मेरा एक दोस्त है भाई जर्मनी में, बताओ आप कहाँ से रहते हो?
Yeah, and he's gonna get the fade ult off of that as well. Can't say it's always advisable to 1v3 solo push on 1 health into CT spawn.
Oh, it's a good turn. Yeah.
देखा? अकेले उसने blind dodge किया bro. He heard it.
Just great stuff from him. What a journey Governor's been on. Not only the 3 international leagues that we talked about, but I remember watching this guy back in like 2021 playing in
TU München, Sustainable Energy. Oh bhai
he would play every tournament, the Nerd Street Weeklies, the Valorant Sunday Showdowns, where you had to play like literally 6 matches in a row in a day to win. He's been grinding for a long time to make it here.
So fun steward की steward कुछ तो वैसे जगह पे रहता है.
Overcoming Koala's op. He promised us he wouldn't miss a shot today.
See if he's a liar.
So that's what we're going to be
Bro,
tracking.
what is happening?
Right now, Artson.
Artson, bro, relax.
Come on, Koala. And he's a liar. That's what we learned about him. Koala Nation is full of liars.
It's so sad to see a world leader of the likes of Coalition already lying to us in this one, but
Stuttgart, हाँ वही होगा शायद. उधर स्टेडियम है उसके घर के बाजू में बोला.
Trying to run back and now Nerve again in the hot seat towards A main.
Yeah, just taking those forward lines for a little extra information. He's still going to fall on away from this as the stuns, the utility just obliterate him.
No way, bro. Inflict भाई को भर दिया माँ कसम. How is he safe?
Some support to come
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't actually
Okay,
matter.
Crew is attacking now. Oh, nice
you.
you.
These duels outside of a little spam from EU. Still pushed back into Flower. And Koala with this operator has yet to see an angle.
And this is such a strong post plant now. With a player already towards Art, crossfires on the site, it's tough for FURIA to get back in.
A little off angle here from Governor, but now with MTA falling in main, things start to simplify. Good positioning out of Go again.
अरे माँ थोड़ा पेशेंट रहता ना 1v1 आता ये bro is so quick.
Unable to connect. Should just be the
nah, bro.
save now, and the 1-on-2 is so little
Broken
time.
Tech with a huge 100 again. Power Esports के लिए sponsor मिला क्या कोई? नहीं bro.
Shot at the beginning there, but Artson just getting
no sponsor.
Completely caught out on B. Love to see how that one actually.
इधर अपना ही एक sponsor चले गया. Power Esports का sponsor किधर लाए?
To realize that rotates were coming in towards that B site, rush back into A, and then it's just a great stun to kill the anchor. And there it is, just kind of running out into the open as his teammate is posted up with the off.
I think it was also just these opening duels on the site that both went Crew's way.
Yeah, real nice.
Really swung that round. So as we head now into round
Aditya,
number
thank you
5,
so much for the
tied up at
sponsor.
2
Welcome
apiece.
to the POW gang. Aditya, T2, Y4J. भाई 2 all हो गया बे ये. सब वाली टीम मार रही है फ्यूरिया को. चैट फ्यूरिया अमेरिकाज की सबसे तड़ात वाली टीम रहती है ना. मतलब सबसे नीचे वाली. Bro, this smoke.
Really from Crew, a fake teleport, but Koala not shying away. Nice shot from him. Teleports on out. So now without Governor
that smoke was for him to hide in the brawler.
And they know that
That's
the rest of these
crazy.
players are likely to be on at best a half buy, so they'll rotate the other way, try and activate.
Why you hit Muda? I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit awkward as NCA had to go back into spawn, collect the spike. Now he's the Yoru carrying that one. Well, the rest of his team have crept 3 into street.
But look, Koala's made it here. He's rotated all the way into B. Now holding the line towards long as Crew freeze for a minute, trying to work a pick in mid.
I like the setup from FURIA, giving up full control over mid. You've still got Alan playing really deep into spawn.
Spike A पे जा रहे लेकिन 2 जन B पे जा रहे.
On the map. Crew could be anywhere. They could be in either main.
What is happening?
Oh. And FURIA without the
Eco है FURIA का. But they have one op वाला noob का जो save किया है.
Have 3 players over towards A, but I like the movements through mid.
Spike is going B. Oh my god, this guy is not aware.
That will be where they end. But players still in a position to rotate. Koala, absolutely the man here.
And those rotates are coming in quickly.
ये जमा होने वाला है. अरे माँ कसम.
What can Koala accomplish? Trying to jump out from the smoke. Koala still completely without a line of sight. So the spike will end up being planted.
वो कोआला जब से बोला है ना कि वो एक भी शॉट मिस नहीं करने वाला, तब से एक किल नहीं लिया ऑप से.
But it's tough still with an op retaking here with crossfire set up for Crew.
Yeah, really forward hold. Out of Crew Visa. Not giving any angles to Koala.
They don't really have any util to clear this out. Just a haunt for you, and they still have to think, do we save that op?
At a certain point, that's going to start coming into play.
So there's no time, they should just save.
Trying to exit from backside, but if this all falls, it could be bad. Nice shot from Koala. As there is simply no time left.
Good seas, bro. Very good seas.
Also to try and save, but Alan with nothing in the bank needs to go down. Oh no, Benji was netted up for a moment, but still will escape. Back in the long, that'll be 3 in a row for Crew.
Yeah, FURIA had a good start to that round, getting the op pick in A main.
Chaddi pagadni.
And finding another one as well, but in trying to fast flood into that B side, I think the KO flash.
It's that time of the year again, where after 9.5 hours of tiring work,
that bit of geometry. So
one can come back home to relax watching your stream. Love you, mere bhai.
With that forward post plant and an op retaking, it's just not really a winnable position for them. Still, that was just a half buy behind the op. They were lucky to even be in a position to make it close.
And they're going to be heading back towards the operator, is Crew.
Nice push by FURIA.
We'll catch a couple of players.
अरे क्वालंदू मार, अरे मार, कब खून खुलेगा तेरा? जा रहा है भाई, आगे क्या है? ओ भाई लाला, एक किल नहीं लिया है तब से, बस बकबक किया है। Wow, wow, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. What a flash.
And now he'll back up, continue to be a problem on this side. There's no cancel options for KRU. They have to continue.
As all the utility gets chucked on into backside, Infiltrator slides on forward, but
nice.
Artson again in this position, just like the pistol.
Nice, भाई B shut down कर रहे वे।
These duelists.
हाँ, दो स्मोक के बीच में पीक लिया ना आर्टजिन ने।
Benji has made it towards backside. Using those smokes in the middle there just to make a mess of things. Really starting to take their time, but now with a chance to try and plant the spike. KRU need a little bit more than a miracle to make something happen in this 2v5 spot. It's not going to happen.
Benji निकालेंगे। चलिए Benji 1v5 on site. What a flash!
A beautiful round. All things considered out of
Bro,
Furia,
Artson,
that is another
crazy freaking
shutting down these B hits. Both times they came heavy through long.
Artson loves this character. He was playing it when he was on MIPR. He has been playing it for a long time, and you see the
पाव स्पोर्ट्स के लिए 5 पाव 180 रुपए के पाव ब्रो थैंक यू सो मच मेबिन for the huge 180 on super chat. Means a lot मेरे भाई, means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much मेबिन भाई.
They've been losing A main control pretty much every single round. Almost every time Nerve is walking up into this space, holding that forward line, which means when they're going for these late B hits or these late lurks through mid,
WWCD chat, thank you so much for the 180 Maybelline.
We'll grab some other options in this round. Dimensional drift for MTA, so can ignore the chamber op if they want and just run an exec. Not really set up for it yet though.
But it's very different from Furia as well. They expected a mid play, had 4 players ready there.
Guard knife.
Stars just getting layered as now MTA is going to work his way into the site. Furia are playing fully off of this. You see their own ultimates on both initiators, have those tools ready to go for a quick retake.
Okay, side मिल गई पूरी crew को.
To take all this space. Spike's going to go down.
अबे मेरे को लगा मॉली फेंकेगा Artson.
No command, Nightfall comes on in. Alum spots a player.
Bro, is so overwhelmed.
First crew member has no chance, but the next line does.
Crazy.
Oh my word, 3 out of nowhere.
Bro, 3 kill पड़े ना इसे top 2 एक साथ. Crazy.
It's a great setup there against
What a
the team
retake.
you know has a Euro ult online. It's a
बस मैं
team
sleep
that's
schedule
bugging
बता
it.
दो.
They're going to simplify.
उस
Just go for an exec
अपने
with that.
main
So
channel
if
के
Furia
stream
goes
के
full
बाद
mid, guaranteed
सो जाओ.
that they'll pick off any lurker
फिर
heading that
3 से
direction.
7 ये स्ट्रीम करो. फिर 7 अभी आज का ऐसा होने वाला है.
Easy retake
7
on
बजे
me.
सो के 12 बजे उठने वाला हूँ मैं और मेरा एक फैमिली फंक्शन है उधर जाने वाला हूँ. एंड घर पे आके फिर स्ट्रीम फिर सोऊंगा.
That was their big ultimate that they had online from MTA.
फिर रात में
And
उठूंगा.
now they're back down onto an eco again.
See what they can do now after losing a couple of rounds. Interesting to see neither coach actually go for a timeout after a few have been strung back and forth. We're already at round 8.
अरे Aryan, all the best मेरे भाई.
Slow things down yet.
All the best.
Keep the pace of the game up.
क्या पढ़ने जा रहा?
Koala back on this line at double doors. See how adventurous he wants to be. Is so much noise.
What a
being
flash!
made into art. Another
क्या
one of these
flash
top
डालता है?
players.
Whoa,
Sets him
whoa.
up for another kill.
अलेम भाई.
Good work here, shutting down that early art aggression.
अलेम भाई. बिठा दिए लाइनियन को ना.
Continue scouting forward. It was 20 seconds in. It's great.
अरे अलेम भड़क गया रे.
Allen is so aggressive here. Just wants to keep prodding at them amid. Eventually gets beckons back.
I mean, you look at it. Furia have fully given up the B site. The anchor rotated back into spawn.
भाई कॉलेज में हूँ रात में घर की याद आ रही है.
Not give opportunities to allow individual picks to go down. Ignore any type of lurk. They know they have the numbers. They know they have the guns.
फ्लैश एक्सक्लेमेशन WhatsApp डालो वो करना पड़ेगा आपको ज्वाइन करने.
Honestly, on Pro more generally, pretty much gonna be happy to give up that space in mid. Back up anytime you have that numbers advantage and just look to play your retake 1 for 1. It's good enough from you. Gets a bit more.
नहीं रे जसप्रीत बस ऐसे ही वो प्रेफरेंस होता है लोगों का.
Benji does have a free plant on this B
ये
side,
knife
but
अच्छी
doesn't
है बे.
necessarily know how open it could be. At this point, players could have crept down into B long, so Benji doesn't even take the opportunity to scat out the site. Now he's getting the spike
भाई ये
down,
Benji का
getting those
posture बहुत
extra
crazy है.
credits anyways.
2v3.
Nerve's not going to give
ये
this
राउंड निकाल के
one-on-one.
दिखा दे ये लोग.
Instead, waits for the team to group up together. And it'll be a full retake through CT.
think if there's going to be a miracle for KRU, it's going to have to come from Benji. Playing in backside right now. Has an opportunity to look
What
for
is
Pigs
Alim Bhai doing?
first. That's a nice shot out of him. Evens things up to 2-2.
Nah. Bad round for Furia. No way.
Nice work out of Benji. And this eco round with a suck on the ground. It's a thrifty round for KRU to bring things for a piece.
Not only did FURIA slow that round down so much, but in the retake, ended up pretty much segmented off in every way. You saw Alan sliding in, trying to bait for a team. No one's there to follow up and trade. And so the Sheriffs from KRU make it happen. Really credit to Benji. Hit 2 of the big shots there. This one especially. If he dies to Koala, the round is pretty much cooked at that point.
Let's go! Nice, guys, let's go!
What a round, bro. What a round. Almost.
That's a good amount of excitement. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
KRU feeling good there after stopping the snowball.
New agent Valorant में तो Vito आया है, bro.
And now A main fight.
और
we have to turn our attention to just a whole lot of stars littering the ground. So no decisive action so far.
और कुछ नहीं और करोड़ आया नया map.
Send heavy in towards one main. You should leave that in bed and then work back. But this time, with a lockdown, they'll try and flush this neon out.
ये फाके हो रहा है क्या?
Well, the rest of the team is heading into art.
नहीं आर्ट जा रहे बे. Amen वाला ult करके आर्ट जा रहे.
They're really taking their time. You'd expect them to try and heat up now. That's exactly what's going to happen.
3 जन CT है भाई Furia के. चिपक के खेल रहे.
Have some positions still back in secret.
Wow भाई. Flash के साथ recon डाला so that they can't break it. और ये flank आ गया. अरे किसको stun?
The coverage was not there for him.
Alim bhai
ends up being traded in the end.
Bro, he got spammed last moment.
They're trying to barrel in from secret. A wall in
चार जन एक ही जगह से आ रहे. No! Oh my god.
Just a 1-for-1. Could have been an opportunity for more, but it still buys so much time as the nanos go down. There's another star on top of it as well. Furia may have taken a little bit too much time. Even with the numbers, the clock continues to wind down. 3-on-1, but it might not matter. Benji needs 1 kill here. Benji needs the play.
No way! No!
There is not time. He clutches up for KRU.
So good from Benji right at the end. Back-to-back rounds. He's the hero. This time
Benji gamer है भाई ये.
And the way that Furia stalled, or got stalled out, I should say, by KRU there was brutal. The cosmic divide coming in at a perfect time, and then
what a clutch! What a clutch, bro! What a clutch!
Were good. The way that they retook.
मजा आ गया देखने. क्या बात है?
All ended up just being too slow, not giving that margin for error.
I love that Benji's wide swing at the end. He takes his time to make sure he has to kill one of those 3 players. Had to kill the diffuser. That time he spends
chamber forward है Koala
though. Back with an operator.
अरे ये Koala बेचारा.
It was like a flashbang in his face. He couldn't see anything.
Yeah, greeted to stay around, gets punished for it, and this is
बस बोला है भाई कि आप एक भी shot नहीं मिस करेगा. सबसे मिस करे जा रहा है.
Down that second layer of the approach out of KRU. Now Furia forced to retake 4-on-5. And Nerve is a mile away back in mid still.
Yeah, Helm does have still his belts of utility. They have tools, but down numbers with Governor holding this line on the operator.
Governor मारेगा 2.
Be asked of Alum here. See if he can clear away in backside. It's a nice flash. Artson choosing to do a little bit on his own. Artson takes 1. Can he get another? Nerve will be there for it.
Yep, 1 kill.
अरे shit
मर गया. अगले round मारेगा अगले round. 1v2. Oh my god, Artson. Oh yo.
Benji for the win.
That's 3 in a row from Benji.
ये Benji तीसरा round निकाला.
The academy player from KRU.
Time out ला दिया ना direct. Time out direct by player
so
है ये.
much work for them. And again, it is not just this opener onto Koala. Just time so perfectly off the swing on the Prowler from MTA.
Benji.
But again, the way the KRU is finding these plus points is great. Fighting for
crazy. Wow, it's of governor तो क्या hype हो रहा है.
And then always having that second layer of the Killjoy mollies, of the Astro pull on standby. I think Furia has to change their approach and how they're going into these retakes.
Yeah.
Basically 3 of the same
bro,
scenario.
I need to talk to these guys,
Brain then, because you know Furia called this timeout very late into
Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to talk to these guys.
Last round they lose the early pick. Whatever, you can write that off. But when it comes to playing for the retake, how do they both get this activating quicker so time is less of a problem and just make it a little bit cleaner for themselves all around.
अरे आर्जिन भाई, अरे उनकी मेन टीम भी नहीं है वो, अरे उनसे हार रहे हो, छोड़ दो गेमिंग वेमिंग भाई, हैं? उन लोग से कैसे हार रहे हो तुम लोग? अरे बेशरम चटी गरम, खेलो ढंग से यार, प्लीज.
Freaking idiots.
Just dumping that utility and forcing these players back earlier. Another option is to just go for flanks. Shut down the players who are set up cringing it in the post plant before they become a factor. These are things to think about for FURIA as I get into these last
अरे मेन टीम नहीं है और सामने आर्जिन है यार. 50 साल से गेम खेल रहा है. वो कोलानुक भी 50 साल से गेम खेल रहा है. क्यों भाई है? मचारे नहीं है फिर भी.
Telecom has been losing these early fights a couple rounds now where FURIA has gone down a player at the start this time. They will take B long, get that embed successfully, and now have pretty quick rotates back towards that.
Sort by Infligerator.
At the same time, FURIA are trying to test the flank. 2 players work down into B.
नहीं अटैकिंग मैप पे मेरे को लग रहा है. क्या बात है रे?
Doesn't matter. Nerve for 2.
मारा.
Has given his teammates a shot.
गिरे नाच रहा है साला. टर्न में मारा भी वो. 3v3 भाई उसके वजह से.
Spread out around the map. A player that unseen by this alarm bot in Koala.
But the double swing coming.
What a double swing, bro.
Double swing punishes. And now Alam too.
Alam भाई. अरे Alam भाई.
We're back to even again. Alam now with whole lot.
भाई ये नियॉन लोग इतना नाचते माँ कसम इतना चिप डैमेज खा लेते हैं. कुछ कर ही नहीं पाते.
I thought that was going to go into a double flank for FURIA, but they only keep it to that one
Crazy
player.
Scorpion भाई.
Just eviscerate him and
ये देख आईजी और ये देख.
without those guns.
और वो माँ स्पीच दे रहा है ये तो.
Themes coming through, losing a player early this time.
Shot.
That comes despite those
पप्पी देने आ गया था ना वो नियॉन.
Really nice stuff. So now, last round of the half, FURIA have it.
What is chip jam damage? यार मतलब थोड़े damages.
This is a round that they should be in command to win. Artson cannot die here with the null command though.
Probably looking to fall back quickly after some early pressure.
Just getting that knife up.
Yeah. Does end up hitting the Yoru, so Dimensional Drift has to wait a little bit longer before activating.
3 अल्ट से फ्यूरिया पे भाई 7-5 कर दो ये ताकि कमबैक आए. 8-4 लग जाएंगे फिर.
Being set up now for MTA to quickly snap back into the site, scout out all these stars in there. But really, Koala noob on the operator. Someone to watch.
अरे भाई ये ऑब्जर्वर. अरे इतना नहीं फास्ट हम लोग.
Almost entirely. It's a strange one. Spike on the ground as Nightfall crosses up crew. And now Koala back onto a new line. Good for a second kill.
भाई घुमाए जा रहा है
So now it's a bit of a standoff as Benji works around on this Lark. He is being
ये कल
watched
तक
by
आएगा.
Nerve.
And Astra 1v1, but that quickly turns into more players. Crew in a great position to turn around and deal with the
भाई
flanker.
दो जन फ्लैंक देख रहे
Not only
भाई.
does Benji need this kill, but he needs more.
Not good for
anything.
it. That was instantaneous out of Nerve. And even if MTA
7-5.
it won't be there. So FURIA do scrape together one more round at the end. But this was a tough half for them.
It really was, considering they won the pistol, going down 7-5.
Skirmish भी stream
Not the
होगा
dream
क्या? हाँ
scenario,
होता है.
but that recovery right at the end, using their ultimates to close out an easy 5th round, definitely makes things a lot better going into this attacking side where I think we'll really get to see Alan heat up.
Hi.
Oh, that was a nice haunt. Setting up for another kill. Great work at the end there from FURIA.
Good boy, come on now.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And with that, we're just gonna let you sit on that. We'll see you in a sec.
Good boy.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill
Good
from the
boy.
dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal.
What's up, bro?
हर्ष का सर्वर.
Yep. What's good? घर पे आ गई.
घर पे ही थी मैं.
हाँ क्या?
सिर्फ सुबह गई थी मैं, फिर मेरे को शीरो के पास वापस आना पड़ा था.
तुम्हारा दांत का हुआ?
कल है.
All the best.
मैं सोच रही हूँ अभी नहीं कराऊँ, अभी इधर उधर जाने को अगर रहे कहीं तो देखते हैं.
वो भी है.
रुकना.
कुछ खा रही हो तुम? क्या खा रही हो?
ये स्पाइसी गार्लिक चीज स्प्रेड अमूल का और ब्रेड.
वाओ यार ये टाइम पे स्पाइसी खा के तुमको
बिल्कुल भी स्पाइसी नहीं है, खाली नाम ऐसा है।
ऐसा
सिर्फ चीज जैसा टेस्ट कर रहा है बस।
भाई
हल्का गार्लिक।
मैंने ना उस दिन चॉकलेट खा लिया था ये वाला ड्राई फ्रूट्स वाला, मेरे को डकार आए जा रहे थे फिर।
ये क्या रैंडम इंफॉर्मेशन है?
अरे रात में खा लिया था ना इसलिए रेलेवेंट है ब्रो कि तुम भी फिर ड्राई फ्रूट वाली कुछ मत खाओ।
चीज में ड्राई फ्रूट होता है?
बट तुम तो जो दिख जाती है खा जाते हो ना।
पागल हो गई।
ऑटम भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 5 मंथ्स। कैसे हो हर्ष भाई? मस्त पड़ता है। आज 4 गेम्स जीता हूँ, 1 हारा हूँ सिर्फ, ठीक है ना? तुम नहीं थी तो।
When I watched FURIA in the offseason, I think a lot of the rounds that they like to go for was fast plays to get Alum into an extremity, using some of their double initiator utility off the rip for that, and then calling back in, leaving him embedded and hitting elsewhere on the map. I thought that they left him embedded a lot more than other teams do with their Neon, because in a lot of cases you want to instead leave someone like your Killjoy there and then rotate back over to have the Neon on the hit.
Are we talking Kesnet levels of lurk? That's
what
I want to ask.
time to time.
Goes down.
Bro, what?
That teleport
That guy.
in the same position, but it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, Kuala noob.
Anyways, it's a 2 for 2 when all is said and done, but
quickly here they're going to go
but
back towards
Soya time to time yaar aisa.
Couldn't quite catch the Neon off the turret.
Timmy.
That'll help out.
Oh, that is unfortunate. We thought KRU brought 5 subs. They actually brought a 6th in good old Timothy.
He's going to try and go for a fight here. Needs to. Down one in this post plant.
EU waiting right inside the smoke.
Oh, player na you mera bhai.
Work out from him.
Hey, but it's Benji in the clutch. Closed out 3 rounds for KRU.
That is alarming, but with this jump up,
रोज का जेवन है क्या बेंजी?
forward play from FURIA in the pistol. They secured their second.
तो वीटो कुछ ओवरपावर्ड था ना, तो उसको नर्फ वगैरह किया गया। नहीं ओवरपावर्ड नहीं था।
कलो ना कलो
चली
Really, really interesting player to look at. Spent those 2 years with 100 Thieves. As any 100 Thieves fan will tell you, they didn't go particularly great. But I was always impressed with him individually, despite the team struggles. I thought he was really good with his initiator utility. He was a pretty confident individual. Never saw him as like one of the absolute top initiators in the region, but I think he's really underrated. And a chance to prove himself again here on FURIA.
For a lot of players on this FURIA team, chance to reprove themselves, and Alum starts off with a kill. The support behind it, a little bit delayed, but here's EU. Phantom in tow, just chewing away at the health bars. Nice control over mid as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
all across the map, it is going FURIA's way.
And that opens up a nice rotation to be. Koala will have another fight, which he wins. That'll lock up this anti-eco.
I mean, the biggest thing for Koala, killing the Killjoy, also taking Timothy out of the round. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
You think he's got a chip on his shoulder?
I think after the fist round, mayhaps. All right, we're all tied up now.
He didn't even die to the turret.
He didn't, but he watched his brother in arms go down. Okay. And that might even be worse.
13-5 by EU, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Avenge your fallen comrade.
Really strong buy for a bonus round here.
क्या हुआ?
Out of FURIA.
मुझे अब खुले में नहीं छोड़ना
चाहिए. So can they build momentum? Can they keep this one together?
Can they put together some good showings on rifle rounds? I think is the biggest question for FURIA.
They got 1 or 2 in the first half. I think 2.
They got well, if you read the
okay,
screen,
bonus round है for FURIA का.
I don't think round 7 was a rifle round.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
भाई मैं बोला ना अटैक में मचाएगी. Attacking map है. और
माँ so cut them down.
Alum
That's
भाई.
where you kick off a rifle round.
He had a rough first half. That's the Alum you want to see when they're playing these
Player है ये.
Rotates are in. Keep your eyes on Nags at backside. Has a little bit more support.
सबको तोड़ रहा है सबको.
Taking down the turret. Still not perfectly simple for FURIA. As spam gets traded back and forth. Benji gets a shot.
Oh wait, भाई क्या spam से ये?
Spike yet to be planted. FURIA still haven't dealt with backside. A lot left to be asked of them. And the longer they wait, the longer there's time for the flank from Benji to come back through mid. It's a slight creep forward. Baiting out on the spike plant as the star is pulled back. FURIA really taking their time for a moment. Art could decide the round as Nerf steps into that. Smoke taken out by Benji.
2v3.
Now KRU worked all the way back down 5-3.
Bro, what? He got 2. How can he get 2 there?
On his first map on the VCT America stage. Bouncing back after a tough first half. Now he has to find a place against Benji, who dominated all first half. Pops the ultimate.
Oh my god, Purata, this
What
guy.
the hell?
The ace.
मैं just आई और ये क्या हुआ?
अबे इसको 2 जन होल्ड कर रहे, दोनों को मार रहा है ये पागल इंसान.
Really struggling early in this game.
Insane ace, bro.
The first 2 kills of that sequence are just beautiful. The slide in for a quick 1-2.
ये crazy था. Oh my
god. And in a
god.
position where it's either a clutch for Benji or an ace for Alum. He closes out that deal. And
What
that's
a
exactly
round.
what FURIA was hoping for. You're the team that shouldn't have had expectations.
Isn't true Messi ki team? Messi and Aguero are investors in.
For your first match with a new roster and show why you're
नहीं
the
मैं
main
what's
team.
up? 20 games देखा क्या नहीं?
Bonus round off an ace.
Exactly.
Really great way to put that in
ये
motion.
क्या चश्मा है?
That just
क्या है 20
resets
games?
like the 2 biggest doubts I think that FURIA had after the first half. The first one being, oh man, they were struggling on rifle rounds. While they win their bonus, completely springboard their economy. That's going to be great. And I think for Alum too, a major round for this guy. After struggling on the defensive side, he steps onto the attack where he's always going to have more fun. And an ace within 3 rounds sets him up to just run away with it.
For sure.
Noura Fateh is dating Hakimi. Huh?
But you flip the script
Crazy,
over to
bro.
KRU, who now, after losing that bonus round, they're going to be set down onto an eco. And from what came into this half as a lead,
मैं बताया किसको रेड कर रही हूँ?
किसको?
Hydra लिखो आ.
Wow.
Not a lot to react to either from KRU, calling the timeout here.
It is interesting, very early.
But to be fair, they never had to use that timeout in the first half.
No, they had 2 going into the half.
Exactly. Use one earlier on here just to reset and
Marshall निकाला है नगजेड भाई ने.
losing around they
एक मारेगा देखो.
very clearly could have had.
Well, they picked wrong in this one. Went for a 4-strong fight into A main. But beats the destination, and with Nats already dead, it's opened up fully to FURIA.
One of the great things about this KRU comp is that they do have the very swift rotates with both the Yoru and the Neon. Can ping pong back and forth between those sites very clearly. So they're already here.
Oh yo, what a nice stun, bro.
From Alex sets up himself and his teammates to wipe the floor
दोनों
with
Neon की पप्पी हो गई थोड़ी सेकंड के
in
लिए.
this next round. But as we forecast to this next round, the pivotal one for KRU with guns in their pocket, how are they going to try and use these 2 duelists to contest the early fights out of KRU?
ये नहीं पूछना था ना.
I think that it's going to become a little easier now. MTA's buying the operator into this one, and I think that you can play it a lot how KRU played their own defense side earlier into this one, or yeah, for KRU, sorry, I don't know why my brain just completely
It's because I mixed them up first, so now you're just scattered.
Yes.
It's all my fault.
They were going to be able to leave the Yoru on a line with an op, go for something aggressive the other side with the Neon, as you're seeing in this round.
The op is in the right position, that's for sure. MTA, though, smoked off and choosing not to play the high line. Has now walked into the corner.
Has no help either. Does have a TP.
He thinks the operator is a shotgun. It doesn't work exactly like that, but can teleport away anyways.
Has a
nice
what a
angle.
shot.
Good work out from him. And
Nice.
on Nags.
अबे KRU निकाल रही है बे.
So that forces Alum to get aggressive.
KRU is not out of the game, bro. Even though they are playing. पढ़ता है तुमको मालूम? इनका टीम का नाम है KRU Visa और इनके टीम प्लेयर्स को वीजा ही नहीं मिला.
Set up some cross angles, but now as he's stunned up and infiltrator.
तो ये लोग 3 subs के साथ खेल रहे हैं फिर भी टफ दे रहे फ्यूरिया को, जो कि एक अच्छी टीम है. मतलब अच्छी नहीं है, बहुत बुरी टीम है हिस्ट्री में, लेकिन टीम में अभी प्लेयर्स अच्छे हैं उनके.
How fast the rotates are in that last round. You saw it in Force here. The Yoru goes for initial shot, TP's away, has that second angle that I think was just a little bit of a lack of awareness of the risk there from FURIA, losing a player on that cross.
बाद में आएंगे वो लोग, मतलब थोड़ा लेट आएंगे.
Infiltrator's already there. Your initiator, who was in mid, is on the scene as well, and you can so quickly just turn this one into a flood retake that is made even easier when you're catching the lurker.
Yep. Not just relying on the alarm bot for the information, instead choosing to actually play that line and take the fight.
Nice, guys, good job.
You're going to see Khelraay trying to go for
GF ढूंढ के दे.
those rounds when he's playing the chamber, so It's good from Nags to police it.
वो क्या वो खोल के बैठी है क्या? Matrimony.
Looking great on ult economy. 3 players just one away. Sets themselves up to bounce back straight into this half.
Duelists were split last round. Now they're together towards A. Neon holding behind the Yoru, who will post with the operator, ready to activate a trap off his shot.
And we'll see if FURIA stick around with the whole crew here, or if they just leave Alum inserted, as he likes to play so often. Right now, just farming the orb for Art. Alum slips away, so there's no insert, and they're actually just going to full reset with a fake flash.
But that's immediately re-cleared. You see the Fade Prowler go up.
Yeah, not a
that
perfect
means that they'll want
Prowler,
to just leave an op on this line and be able to rotate the rest away.
Yeah, there's still places that FURIA players could have been hiding in, so it means that crew can't just fully rotate away from A just yet.
But that bit of info is enough to keep 2 stacked over towards the B site and a third on the way.
The two players being the duelists as well that can rotate quickly means that
Exactly.
the response will be lightning quick.
And well, they don't even need that much time because of the utility, which is now taken away by the ultimate.
Yeah, Nagsit playing too close.
पूरी दुनिया जलेगी जब मेरी वाली मेरे साथ चलेगी.
Look at the unlimited
My
amounts of
God,
utility
utils डाले यार.
bundling these two players back against one another, but it's a nice shot.
No way.
As eventually Artson gets in there for a couple more kills.
3v2.
Rotate has come through.
Oh, Neon. Crazy, bro.
Running out into the site. No fear whatsoever.
Oh.
Walls fall down.
1v1.
Setting us up for one-on-one. Koala Noob hunting
Wow.
for Koala, takes him down 3 on the round in double digits for FURIA.
Brutal for MTA in that one-on-one. Only 10 seconds was trying
Bhai,
to run
they
away,
are
but
stream
re-peeked
sniping.
straight into
Yep,
the
I
angle
feel
of
the same.
operator. And you called it
Oh,
out.
Zorat VCT
And
watch
here
party,
there
yes
was-
sir.
Both of these anchors got caught by the null command on the first pulse. Neither of them was holding back far enough to either get a pull up or get a molly up from the Killjoy. So they got ran over so quickly
21.
before even
8
those
Koala
cross
Noob,
rotates
bro.
for the duelists could arrive.
Bro is zopping.
You really found the recipe to success in that last round, but now without the
बंटा है
ultimate
सोते कितने बजे हो?
might look for some slower ideas. Crew though,
सोते कितने बजे
miserable
हो?
buy. Only the rifle on Infiltrator.
And again on the Eco, they go for an A main fight, and again, no one's home to receive it.
Thing is, this is a dangerous eco round with 4 ultimates to play with and a rifle and one of your key players. There is a world for Crew if they can start it off with a bang.
It's very slow from FURIA. They have Koala embedded towards Art. The rest of the team will work back into re-clear A main.
वीटो को हम खिलाते हैं ना ब्रो अभी इस पे. अगला ब्रीज है ब्रो, अगला ब्रीज देखना है मेरे को. ये नया ब्रीज में लोग कैसा खेलेंगे?
Continue to keep up a more reserved pace.
Watch Koala, he's walking really deep into Art here.
Taking some liberties for sure.
Okay.
Governor falls away at the right moment.
They leave him. Back away for the moment. Let Koala work.
He is just
Finally दिखेगी कोala की.
unspotted by Governor.
Never mind.
The team wants to make tons of noise on the B site. Governor
Bro, crazy timing.
needs to be careful. Koala seeing the util has an opportunity to punish, but B site could also be deadly. Good kill out of Koala, but the rest of his team running on into the B site.
ये बस नाच रहा है बेशरम बस. And he's dead. Wow. 20 seconds.
Now he's got a rifle in hand.
Are they committing? Are they going?
No way. No way.
Untouched.
Horrendous
10
round,
seconds left
bro.
on the clock. Koala Noob a mile away. FURIA activate the lurk way too
Neon आ
slowly
गया. Neon आ गया.
and step straight into the stack.
बड़ा
It
round
is
निकाली
a
crew ने भाई, उनका
disaster.
eco था
And to
ये.
make matters even worse, Mimi, Crew didn't have to use any of their ultimates to win it.
Nor did they have any
horrific
guns
round.
to even achieve it. That is a blunder for FURIA. They overcooked that in the mid-round. Had such a great insert with Koala Noob, walked up so far, but you see them second-guessing it even up until the very end. It looked like Alim was trying to fake into the site. The rest of the players were just sitting in street, mollied off. But they go past that decision point, have to stick to B and hit straight into a stack.
So just like that, Crew are very much in it. Still have the ults within touching distance, 1 round back. Early knife will stunt the A main fight out of Crew, though, as FURIA work into Art, which is completely absent of any Crew members.
Koala found this gap last round. Now he brings his teammates along.
Crew को वीजा नहीं मिला अमल भाई.
Posted forward here. You might want to go into A main.
Amen. Ayyo, kya timing. Wow, he still got one.
He does it after securing a kill. Governor stuck into this corner, taken on out. But the flood is already here. Both duelists out of crew, playing behind the orb.
Infligerator.
Can take their time.
What a spam!
Being shot through the wall by the operator. And now with the defense Astro Wall going down, it is so awkward to try and plant this spike. Artson steps away as MTA continues to scout the other side, sees the spike being planted. He's looking for the fight. He wants to go through this. You know he does, and as FURIA tried to run away, it is an absolute mess. Another ultimate with the lockdown going through. MTA finds his. FURIA having to deal with every single thing in the crew arsenal. And now with pressure onto the spike, how do you play this? They don't have an Astro pull on the spike. They have absolutely no chance in the round. Back-to-back crew take these. We are all tied at 10.
भाई इतना chaos हो रहा है कुछ समझ रहा ही नहीं वो stick कर दिया पूरा plan.
It gave a perfect corner for FURIA to plant the spike. And despite the investments from crew of ultimates after that, I mean,
अभी भाई क्या चैट पढ़ो
आप so good, right? Like you come on forward, get that diffuse on up.
अचानक से
डिनर नहीं किया क्या?
Yeah, it's crazy the way that this round played out. Just every ultimate.
इसलिए तो भूख लगी ना भाई.
Yeah, the Astro pull came down at the last second. Not sure if they didn't hear the spike being diffused or
proper खा लो कुछ फिर अभी
what ended up going down there, but it all falls apart.
Okay.
It'll come down to a fight over aiming again. Half by FURIA. Spam through that smoke. Crew eviscerate FURIA. One more time.
Bro, क्या game हो रहा है?
And that has taken the wind completely out of the FURIA sails. They were running away with this half, but it has been completely stolen back to the crew.
And this was a half buy, but they still had guns. They still had a real chance at it. And it is gone. These little differences last round not having any util to get them off the spike this time. Trying to rush into a play and suddenly crew in a position to retake command of this game.
util फिर ये लोग ऐसा खतरनाक
करते हैं ना like that. I mean, crew is a team
ना भाई ये लोग util ऐसा यूज करते हैं ना भाई अपने कॉम्प में कोई कर दे ना मैं तो माउस और कीबोर्ड छोड़ दूं.
Stepping in here in a very unexpected position.
Yeah, 3 players from an academy roster of crew, 2 coming up from Winthrop University, taking time off school to be here.
And FURIA put in a situation where they were in a year ago, but ultimately wanting to bounce back after a horrible year for the organization. This was the series, this was the map they were supposed to win. Still not out of it just yet, but it's looking dire.
KFC मंगाओ तुम्हारे पास है ना?
At least here on Pearl, it's certainly true.
KFC.
वो तो बंद हो गया कब का 4:30 बजे
players
पागल
are walking around trying to find any hope in this round.
Chinese मंगाओ.
On a very passive setup, just waiting as the save will come through.
Okay, so let's look forward to the next round because the last time Artson had the null command, they ran over that B site, hit all the members of crew that were trying to anchor it. So there was no Astro Util, no Killjoy. It looked good for FURIA, and they are going to have some more ultimates to stack into in these next few rounds. What are we hoping to see from them to try and right the course here?
I wouldn't hate to just see another hard execute, not necessarily towards B, but I think that K-Ult is just so strong to force your way in. I think where the approach really has to come down is how they're playing that post plant. They've come that is going to be really good at staying close with this Neon and the Chamber and fighting up while the rest of the players play back and prepare for that post plant. I think if you're on the other side, though, in your crew, you're thinking, we know they have null command. We know they want to do something fast. I'd like to see them setting up their Killjoy utility and their Astro in a way where they can have at least some bit of util on either side.
At this point is crazy.
By that null command when it comes in, because that was the crux of last
11-10
If you're going to
score.
put the Killjoy utility on one of the sites, you need to probably position yourself more into mid.
Think by what's
then that gives
up.
options. There's the mind games that come into it because Artson could very easily go for a split hit into one of the sites.
Second, क्या बोला तुमने?
Think by ये chat में. B street or into art and still end up catching out the Killjoy. It's a little bit hard to navigate at times when you're playing that with the range limitations on the agents, but this is going to be part of the mini games these teams are playing right now as they figure out their setups heading into a pivotal round.
कर रही है तो खाओगे कब?
You also have to look to Koala. Had so much impact that first half. It's been big in some of these post plants, but I think he actually struggled to get much space on the lurk. You think back to that round where they ran out of time on
10-11 is the score.
The only time where he really was super forward, finding at least some attempted impact in a round.
Yeah.
Until the post plant.
वापिस ऑफ में जा रही है लोग.
Playing a little bit more of the contain idea.
Chat एक player का नाम MTA, एक player का नाम ETA भी था ना?
Wouldn't hate to see him pick up the aggression, but that's exactly what you see from KRU. At least feigning a forward fight here. They back away, though, after throwing down that utility main.
Yeah, you know, I would not be surprised if Koala does get a little bit more aggro. Doesn't have the money for the operator, so now with a rifle in tow, has the chance to play into Art just like he did on the round he did lurk.
And Art's been a
इडली
gap a
सांभर
lot.
भाई
You see
ये
the way the
इडली
crew's
सांभर
playing
नहीं
this set up, a very
खाएगी
passive alarm bot giving up
इनको
practically
वो
all
सब
of
नहीं
mid
लगता
to instead fixate on the sights.
मेरे को तो बहुत पसंद
Crew
है
so
साउथ
often
इंडियन
have
क्या बात
ignored
है
Art almost entirely.
हमेशा पाव शोकला तो नहीं खा
deep
सकती ना
A
सारा
side.
दिन
yeah true
I'm a little concerned though for FURIA if they do end up.
Oh,
Look at
भाई
it,
क्या
yeah, he
निकला
crossed onto such a brutal angle to deal with.
Yep. If they were to go back into him instead, it's going to be going A where
भाई
FURIA did
उनका
leave
यूरो
Alum
देखो
solo
ना
in A. This is
हाँ
something we've
वही
seen
इतना
from him.
फॉरवर्ड अकेला
Even
होल्ड
with
किया
no
वो
command, there still will be stars here to help support these anchors, keep them in the sight.
but they're going A
This is alarming.
stack में जा रहे bro
Cosmic Divide goes down.
oh if they lose this उनका इको आ जाएगा
Governor is
shit
up in front of it. So
Attackers.
is Infiltrator. The Winthrop duo
nah they are cooked
ready to shut down
FURIA
this
is
with 30
cooked, bro.
seconds left on the clock. Infiltrator
How is he
flashed
blind?
up. Chooses his moment to strike.
Wow.
And it is
Wow.
What the
Wow.
hell
Infiltrator
He's blind.
for
what
three.
the hell
The spike will go down, but
Main
Crew
आ रहा है ऊपर
already here.
no
Ready to
that's
fight. There's
crazy
a flank starting to activate on the other
crazy
side.
माँ
Benji
कसम अभी इको ही उनका
finds
बंदे
another.
ने पूरा राउंड निकाल के दिया
Perfection out of the KRU anchors. Putting Nerve into an impossible spot. Has one pull to play with. Needs to find something first. The tap, the
Wow.
swing, and he is
उसमें
out
स्टार
KRU
था वो
on
उधर
that
ही
point.
कुछ डालता उसका
Infiltrator finds just a perfect gap past the
nah
cosmic
bro
divide.
they are losing
And
to
no one is
substitutes
trading
that's
him out.
crazy
No one is there to punish for FURIA.
Yeah, he was full flashed for a moment.
Yes,
It didn't matter.
just standing there, no one looks. Here you see him just sitting in the corner, swings at the right time, and absolutely no one turns.
एक और कोई टीम
And
थी जो
also just
चैंपियंस
very
में एक
quick
सब्स्टिट्यूट के
adjustments
साथ
out
हारी थी
Yeah.
Snap over to the next two players.
You're any slower and you're dying to the neon
तुमने
at the end of that
सब्स्टिट्यूट
engagement.
ऐसे क्यों बोला एक्सेंट में एकदम
सब्स्टिट्यूट
It's KRU.
तो
Match
कैसा
point.
बोलते
One away from at least getting that first map going down.
Right to us in the chat. Right to
Scripted
us.
last year with sub squads.
Hard to believe. A chance for
देखो
it to
ये
happen.
रियल सेलिब्रिटी आ रहा है
2 years in a row.
कौन रियल सेलिब्रिटी
Furia
अरे
not
हट
out of
जाओ
it
भाई
just yet.
जगह बनाओ
Seeing a couple of stars on the ground go for a shallow knife that spots out nothing. It's just going to be a pop into the sight with all 5 players here. No ideas to lurk, no ideas to slow it down. Just a
रियल
nightfall in
रियल
EU's back pocket.
half shield buys
As the wall sets up for the hit.
bro ma
Furia stalled out on the first
bro
wave
wow
and
he
shut
got one
down
in spam
Gozan's
they're going A
This
still
is
by
the 3 players still in backside
GG's.
from KRU. Furia
Oh.
have gone nowhere and Infiltrator
GG's.
is in the midst
GG's.
of everyone. It is over. KRU have
Bro, the
done it.
substitutes are
The
winning.
subs have taken
वही
map
बोल रही हो
one.
ना मेन तो है भी नहीं
crew
सब्स्टिट्यूट के साथ ही
sequence of
खेल लो भाई
rounds.
वही
These
भाई
fast flood retakes for KRU. And they net the beginning here.
चैट में तो बोल रहे
Impeccable
पांचों
map for
सब्स्टिट्यूट्स
Koala,
है
but not enough. You think to the
Fury
first
का
half, there's
लगता है खुद को
clutches for
ban दे
Benji
दो।
to keep his team in it. In the second, Infiltrator on those retakes, finding some huge rounds as well. And a win. Oh boy, it feels like something is brewing here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know that.
फ्यूरिया
the
भाई
rest of
नहीं
KRU
ऐसे
watching at
भाई मैं
home
बोल रहा हूँ
right
2-1
now,
कमबैक
just
होगा
gleeful
फ्यूरिया जीतेगी
Watching this first map unfold. Furia at the same time, the complete opposite story, looking to bounce back in this year. Still the rest of a series to play out, but not the right foot they wanted to start on.
5 subs 3
18
from
months
academy
since they got a win with their full
oh
roster for Furia. This was a new squad. This is a new chance. But there's still time to prove it. Map number 2 coming up.
hey bro are you aware
of
that
what
I am an ascendant now
ब्रो कैसे हम रोज साथ खेलते हैं मैं क्यों डायमंड बनूं अभी तक फिर
I have no idea भाई तुम मेरे अलावा भी खेलती होगी फिर
अबे तुम मेरे अलावा खेल के जीत जाते हो ना मेरा
तुम
तो
क्यों
वैसे
चली
ही
जाती हो
भाई मेरा तो हो चुका है जिंदगी से भाई मैंने सोचा था फर्स्ट से इतना रेगुलर स्ट्रीम करूंगी रोज कुछ ना कुछ रोज
नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता रोज कुछ ना कुछ हो तो भी टाइम
अरे
निकालना
भाई
होता
तुम
है
चुप करो यार तुम दिमाग मत खराब
ठीक है
करो यार
सॉरी
मेरा
सॉरी
बीच में किया था स्ट्रीम मैंने भी
यप
2-3 दिन से वापस ये हो रहा है ना
कोई बात नहीं कोई
क्या
बात
ही
नहीं
बोलूं मैं अभी तुमको
ओए वो नया वाला फीफा देखा तुमने?
ये
देखो,
कौन है?
नया वाला फीफा नहीं, सॉरी, नया वाला माइनक्राफ्ट।
ये कौन है पर?
ये देखो तुम, ये देखो, ये देखो।
What the fuck?
ये मेरी फैमिली है।
What the fuck भाई? That's so crazy.
How did bro get stuck here?
चतु 20 ग्राम प्रोटीन।
हाँ?
हाँ?
My value setup as an 14-year-old. Oh my
अरे
god.
प्रोटीन खाना अच्छी चीज होती है।
True. Wow. अबे माँ, ये कब का है? वाओ भाई, खटिया है इसके पास भाई, ओजी खटिया। Let's freaking go.
इस पे अच्छी नींद आती है क्या?
हाँ मतलब बहुत पहले सोया हो उस पे। क्या हो रहा है इधर? हाँ? क्या करना चाह रहा है?
ये रोब्लॉक्स का माइनक्राफ्ट क्यों है? वीडी 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 क्यों लिख रहे हो चैट में?
मैं पागल
यार
हूँ।
पागल हो गया आप।
Yes. A big wow. Nice speaker, bro. Speaker check. पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स। हाँ, अच्छा पाकिस्तान से होगा ना। हाँ मैं बोला।
Nah, this shit crazy.
अरे वाह कसम।
किताबें दिखाओ, किताबें दिखाओ।
अबे fix your team.
13 things mentally strong people don't do. ये क्या है? Songs of Blood and Sword.
वाओ
फातिमा भुट्टो।
तो
पता भी नहीं होगा ना तुमको फातिमा भुट्टो कौन है?
नहीं,
बहुत ही क्रेजी आदमी हो तुम।
कौन है बताओ?
पॉलिटिशियन है।
ओह, ये क्या यार, ये सब रख देते हैं अपने पीसी में।
पाकिस्तानी ऑथर है, पाकिस्तानी।
पाकिस्तानी। 9 मंथ से रिकॉन फैंटम का वेट करा है। प्रे करना आज 5:30 को स्टोर ओपन करो तब मिल जाए। नहीं आएगी। नहीं आएगी।
ओह वेट, मैं मिक्सअप कर दिया 2 लोग को। फातिमा भुट्टो इज अ राइटर एंड जो जिसकी मैं बात कर रही हूँ
छी
वो पॉलिटिशियन है।
छी,
बेनजीर भुट्टो की बात कर रही थी मैं, सॉरी।
अब पागल हो। वाओ
शी वाज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ द पाकिस्तान।
वाओ, सिलेंडर गेमर, आई लव दिस। Bro sits on gas. Bro sits on fire. His main is Phoenix.
ये क्या है?
Gaming chair. Peak.
ये क्या आधे लोग सिर्फ वॉलपेपर दिखाने के लिए भेजते हैं
हाँ
क्या
ना
setup?
यार भाई, अंधेरा करके वहां कसम से
देखो
वॉलपेपर
मैं
भेज देते।
कितना कूल वॉलपेपर
ये देखो,
लगाता हूँ।
ये तो लाइटें दिखा रहा है बेशरम। अबे लाइट हमारे घर पे भी है।
लाइट कहाँ दिखा रहा है? अंधेरा है रूम में, क्या बोल रहे हो?
पागल औरत।
अरे तू पागल आदमी ना,
अरे
तूने
ये
गलत
क्या है?
बोला।
अरे तो ये लाइट है ना भाई,
तूने
इसको
बोला
क्या
लाइट
बोलते हैं?
हमारे घर पे है, तो इधर तो पर इसने लाइट नहीं चलाई है ना।
ठीक है।
मेंटली रीस्टार्ट है तू एक नंबर का।
अरे माँ
अरे
जुपली अरे नाइस ब्रो
क्रेजी
His eye bro wow beautiful
स्वीट किस
nice huh
ऐसा लिखा है उसने
हाँ
मैसेज स्वीट किस
wow top
यू स्टॉप
wow
सो क्यूट
wow 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 harbor
ए ए
what the
रणवीर
hell
लग रहा है भाई एकदम
bro
खूप छान
खूप छान too good bro too good भाई दोनों आई क्यों लग रहे हैं मुझे लेकिन
हम्म
आई लग रहे हैं
मतलब
आई oh my god beautiful what the hell bro
क्रेजी
shit माँ कसम
व्हाट द फक भाई
इनसेन भाई साला ऐसे बुक पे ऐसा चीज बना दिया है ना भाई ने
हाँ
wow bro look at this beautiful भाई beautiful crazy eye wow
ये कितना डेंजर है
ये एक्चुअली अगर आपको नहीं पता ये अटैक ऑन टाइटन है ब्रो बहुत क्रेजी एनीमे है यू बस वॉच दैट
शट अप ब्रो जस्ट शट अप ब्रो
not for real bro attack on
जस्ट
titan is crazy bro
फ्रिकिंग इडियट जॉनी सिंस क्यों बना रहे हैं पर तुम्हारे बंदे लोग
just ignore that
ऐसा है क्या
yeah
ये क्या है
अपने माउस को क्यों गर्म कर रहा वो
फुल पजामा सेट पहना है बंदे ने
अमीर लोग का ऐसे ही होता है भाई
ट्रेजे पीओवी दिखाओ
यही पीओवी है इधर गेम लगाया स्ट्रीम स्नाइप कर रहा है क्या स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर लोग यार हट
हट
सुबह लाइव शाम को लाइव लाइव ही लाइव
पिज्जा के बॉक्स में क्यों है
भाई
गेमिंग
पिज्जा खाना
सेटअप
है अभी पिज्जा खाना है पिज्जा
पिज्जा
खेला है
पिज्जा अब कितना अलग पिज्जा बोलते हो भाई पिज्जा
पिज्जा
होता है ना
पिज्जा खाना है भाई
पिज्जा होता है पिज्जा
भाई पिज्जा खाएगा पिज्जा भाई पिज्जा
कितना
खाते हैं
अलग बोलते हो मैं तुम्हारे जैसा बोल ही नहीं सकती रहो
पिज्जा
पिज्जा
नहीं अभी जबरदस्ती बोल रही हो तुम
नहीं मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ एग्जैक्ट तुम्हारे जैसा बोलने का
भाई पिज्जा खाना है
पिज्जा
हाँ तो एग्जैक्टली ब्रो लाइक इट्स द सेम थिंग
पिज्जा पिज्जा
पिज्जा खाना है
पिज्जा
तुम क्या बोलते पिज्जा पिज्जा खाना
तुम
है
पिज्जा बोलते हो
मैं कब पिज्जा बोला मैं पिज्जा बोला हूँ ओए
पिज्जा होता है ना
तुम्हें पिज्जा पिज्जा पिजो
आई ब्रोक हिम
अय्या।
मुझे लगता है किसी ने मुझे हैक कर दिया है हर्ष भाई मुझे लगता है मेरा सिस्टम हैंग हो गया है
वो तो पहले से ही हो गया था पिजो क्यों लिख रही है ये क्या रेफरेंस है
अरे वो बच्चा नहीं आता आदित्य करके एक गुजराती बच्चा छोटा
आओ दो
उसकी मम्मी बोलती है आज खावा में શું છે जो और फिर ऐसे खाता है ना एकदम ऐसे जेन मूड में जाके खाता है भाई
देखते रहो
पूरी जिंदगी उधर ही जी ली उसने
વાવ આદિત્ય શું ખાય છે પીજો પીજો ઓહો કેવો થયો
भाई उसकी आंखें देखो भाई नशे में है वो बच्चा उसको मजे आ गए हैं जिंदगी के
પીજો કેવો લાગ્યો ભાઈ
इससे बेटर कुछ ही नहीं हो सकता उसके लिए
ओए
આમ આવો આવ્યો મસ્તીનો એમ જો તો પીજો બનાવ્યો હે ઘરે
पीजो
Chambers and Sovas and Vipers, and that does not look to change whatsoever. The one thing I was curious about is the
Bro,
Yoru
please.
Alan's locked in, going away from something like the
मेरे को भी
Yoru, a champ that, or an agent that
पीजो गाने का
वो
मन
वही
कर
वाला
गया
खाना है
Yeah,
वो
I
जो
think
आंटी
it'll
ने
look good
बनाया ना
on
वही
every map
खाना है
right now, if we're being honest. But I think
भाकरी पे
it's
बनाया
especially true
उन्होंने,
here.
पता है?
Defender rotates a lot
W,
quicker
bro.
now with some of the changes going through. But Yoru is still excellent on defense
Chamber.
for those fast TPs. It means you can play an initiator like Sova and
Kuala
still
Lumpur
have
going
flashes.
jet.
It opens up to all of those. He's just great. So no surprise to see Allen locking him in.
Absolutely. On the other side, another way to accomplish flashes is going to be the KO, which was always super popular on this map, and I think in particular great at shutting down
By
Viper
views on New
the
Breeze,
exec.
पहले भी बेकार था,
Teams
अभी भी
playing
बेकार
solo
है।
Viper a lot. I think that just having the ability to instantly stuff a hit when it comes to turning off the wall.
What's
that's
up, Krish
important.
bhai?
Furia have gone for double smokes, which I love. Giving up on the Sentinel now that there's not that lane through halls, there's less lurking, and instead.
ओए म्यूट करके बोला करो ये सब ये कुछ भी मत देखा करो म्यूट करके गाना गाया करो इधर समझी ना घर नहीं है तुम्हारा ये
Covered though.
Okay.
Negs.
रील देखने लग जाती हो बात बात पे
Recognize, but he of course is with crew through all of the early days.
Back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden I hear this agitating, grating voice, and
Buy the toilet paper across the road because he got stuck in the crack.
Oh come on, I believe.
Well, this has to bode
कौन वापस बोलो
Toilet paper across the road.
Why did the toilet paper cross the road?
He was stuck in the crack
Yes.
He got stuck in the crack.
इसलिए मैं वापरता ही नहीं हूँ
The in-ears.
ही भाई
We've got our A2 out
We're
there.
calling in the big guns.
कैसे नहीं वापर सकते हो
And now the other. So
हमारे में ऐसे ही बिना छुए हो जाता है
It's the second ear.
अरे
That's always the
पर
challenge.
पानी के बाद तो वाइप करना ही होता है
Notice how
ना
he put- oh,
आ
okay.
गया
Wait.
And in the ear
course,
around
bhai.
him. Beautiful
See, that's how a
work.
professional does it.
That is clean.
गीला
I'm not
गीला
gonna lie.
And he's in and out just like that.
And now
Gila,
the
gila,
over-ear
gila,
headphones go
gila,
over
gila.
the ear. See, now that
Gee,
one.
bhai.
It
That
just-
one's
it
clean.
plays
Yeah.
itself.
Easy.
Plays itself.
It's all
right,
about the
that
aim
means
game
We're
exactly
not that far away from actually
But
playing the video
that
game, which
means
is
we're
great
done
news.
casting now, right? Because we casted the thing that matters.
Yeah, that was
दोनों
that
use
was the game
करना
too.
यार
Yeah,
बड़ा
so I think
होता ही
Fury actually won game.
हम दोस्त लोग है ना उस पे डांस कर रहे थे वो अक्षय कुमार वाला कौन सा गाना था वो यही था ना
गिला गिला
जिसमें डेंजर डांस करता है
अपन सब
हाँ अपन कर रहे थे देखो
अपन उस पे कर रहे थे महबूबा पे कर रहे थे
हाँ मैं सिर्फ तेरा में वो वाला भाई साहब क्या डांस है
तो
भाई
मेरा फेवरेट पार्टी सॉन्ग है भाई
भाई मेरा तो अभी
इस सॉन्ग को कोई पीक नहीं कर सकता है
मेरा तो अभी याद हो गया वो गाना डांस पूरा
मस्त क्रेजी करता है ना
हाँ भाई पागल कर दिया भाई
Still hanging out on the beautiful beaches of
भूख
Breeze.
They are
लगी है
oldest
भूख
friends. That's law.
We got the Tacta Bear down there. That's my oldest friend.
और
And
माँ ये
there's
क्या है
gold. Mimi,
Not for you.
not for me, unfortunately.
Here we go. New Breeze.
Yeah,
Let's
whole
see
lot
how
to
it works.
unpack.
A little split setup towards B, with both teams putting 2 in towards mid.
शॉट
Mid goes Alum's way. An execution and a quick teleport out.
Oh my
Gets another 2
God,
shots,
bro.
2 kills.
What the
Furia
hell?
seem to just be the pistol round players. It's now forced this crew to jump on towards this B site, which continues to be a disaster.
Bro, flawless.
This is exactly how Pearl started off too.
It's literally the same scenario where Furia just rinses them.
सो जाओ भाई टाइम पे निकलो चलो.
I talked a lot about how the map changed and it's also a mid-brawl map. You're still gonna see agents like
मुझे भी कुछ खाने का मन कर गया यार.
and people are still gonna want to fight like this.
And to me, this is just a headphone difference, right? You know, Furia, they were warmed up, ready to go eons.
Bad callback.
Koala's excited though. He liked that round.
Cutting through.
All right, so. Sometimes, you know, back in the day on Breeze, you'd see the Marshall Force, the Sheriff Force. Nothing like that this time around. Another one. Do we go back to back Flawless?
मैं बहुत ऊपर स्क्रॉल कर लिया.
Consistently watching Koala was when Breeze was in the pool.
Oh. No way. What? वो connect नहीं हुआ.
Little flash around the corner. Doesn't actually clip Koala, but it's an honest pistol duel now coming through the wall. Not so honest as Koala gets through it unscathed. Crew going on a bit of a journey. I like that Viper orb up over on tunnel to get the cross into heaven.
Yeah, it is really nice.
कम से कम 20 बार भेजिए नहीं दिखी भाई.
After some of those changes with having a bit of a narrower field that you can get shot from mid door.
Easy round.
From Allen, back-to-back rounds. So sharp.
Easy round. Pijo cow.
Remember the ace that he had on map 1 wasn't enough towards the end to pull it through, but I think you're looking
कितना करेगा stream पता नहीं bro.
Koala and Allen feeling confident, having great maps on the double duelist. That's an easy one to look at when we're playing on Breeze. 1, 2.
Full confident right now. I'm full confidence, baby.
So sharp. I really like
अच्छी बात है, अच्छी बात है.
Koala's bringing.
Last game में ऐसे ही बोला था और फिर हक दिया था.
The game as well. I actually had a chance to chat with him back when he was on the analyst disc for a day in Toronto for Masters, and just watching it, nerding it out the whole time. It's a really good understanding of it, and of course the mechanics there backing it up.
Yeah, cool to finally see him in Americas. Wouldn't have expected a Furia jersey, but here we are.
He's worn a lot of jerseys you wouldn't necessarily expect.
It's true.
On all around the block.
Oh, Allen made noise on that walk back. That should activate this chamber.
Bro, Yoru छोड़ दिया mid. Oh my god, easily मार दिया उसने.
Is good in this A site, firmly in Crew's control. You can see with the new addition to this corner that Infiltrator can play in, it gives you a chance as the attackers to play on the A site. In the past, you'd always fall back, play for mollies, just play full stall on the time, although Infiltrator will be punished for this one.
This mid fight is going to be big. Nags is still holding it down, but backs away.
Yeah, really patient.
Dale.
All the way around the world.
He's got to pick up the pace soon here.
That they do. It's a little bit awkward, though, with the
nice
weapons
shot.
in hand. Koala doesn't seem to think so. Nice work from him. Spots Nags it on the right side of main, but has to get on the spike as well. Orb goes up, and some kills continue to go the right direction.
Oh.
Governor now stuck over in the corner,
nice,
but Nags
nice.
it for 3
Finally,
on the
a round for
enough
Crew.
Stalling to secure this round for Crew.
महंगा round but okay.
The one guy hasn't watched Valorant in 4 years, his last tournament was Champions Berlin.
I said मैं ही POV वाला हाथ गरम कर रहा था हीटर के आगे ऊपर टीवी में बीच में ऐसे ही देख लेता हूँ Valo content. Let's go bro.
He's just completely ready. Already has the prep done.
6th substitute कौन है भाई?
This is a pretty brutal result on the anti-bonus from Crew, only surviving with the 1 rifle.
He was going so well for Furia. Koala picking up those couple of kills, but
Ob निकालिए Koala ने वो B पे लगा रहा है.
By the time they were pushing, they had to rush so quickly, and Nags with that chamber just does great work.
I don't know if I care if I'm Furia, though, losing the round, but forcing Crew onto a half-buy.
Oh, by heavy push.
Infiltrator dashing into the site. That is a stinger, and I don't love the odds.
Horrendous Viper wall.
For the time being. Oh my word, Allen's not looking at him. What is happening?
उसने उसको spot किया, ignore किया.
I suppose. And now with Benji on the lurk, the Sheriff could be deadly, taking his time. Good for a few more.
Bro.
The Fury's coach came in and
they
said
won a low buy.
That were a disaster, and for a second map, it has reared its
low
ugly head.
buy.
It's a real lack of
भाई कोई mid क्यों नहीं देख रहा था bro? What the hell?
And it just falls apart. That's the last round, and now here's this one. Benji goes untested as Nags again swings out with the Vandal.
Coach himself.
I'm not even sure if everyone remembers the Berlin call-out,
तो
but that's
जाऊंगा
half
अभी
full
भाई.
over there on B. Up where Artsen's hanging out.
shorter to say.
2 syllables. It's both the same. This also looks the same.
But it's one word.
I'm going to ignore you because we're already onto the site. Infiltrator's doing the same
Ayo,
thing.
chapti badi. Aure ye koala nu pagal ho gaya hai.
Lethal out from Koala.
Bro, what a thrifty.
Right back for Furia.
What the hell?
Maybe Breeze didn't change.
It's always been the same.
It's always been the same. Maybe it's thrifty rounds. Maybe it's Jet City. 10-2 for Koala.
Is there another map where Jet is as silly?
Oh my,
so.
what is that
one jet
shot?
In the sky. This Jet's jumping around corners, dashing forward, playing off a flash. I mean, I just think it's like really quick playing.
Insane, boy.
Come through, going for that.
Baby, I'm warmed up, baby. Nice flash, Toro.
Koala was warmed up in round 1 of Pearl. Like, this guy's 10-2 again.
Nah, he's warmed up now, don't worry. Okay, here we go again. Same Viper wall towards B, but this time it's more tempered. You feign that running, and now you walk back towards elbow.
Harsh by Shoddy KB. Smiley face.
And walk back towards Koala. That's a mistake.
Up, well, it's a nice return fire from Nags. Opens up mid in its entirety. You can see Furia shying away from that. EU wants to fall back into the A site.
See this Viper wall on B, which is not exactly how I drew it.
Curved it, yeah.
Harsh bhai, शादी का dead weave time पे the border पे शादी मेरी हो गई actually.
That wall going up, alert
I'm married to the game, bro.
Makes it a bit tougher to play against.
Yeah, tunnel's always going to be a concern for you, especially in the
जिम गए
spot
थे क्या
Alan
नहीं
is in
बनता
right
है
now.
क्या बताओ यार बहुत बुरा लगता है भाई जिम नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ
Control and both mains, they're in a position where Fury is very afraid of a split coming on either side now.
Yeah, that drone
जिम की
doesn't reveal too much to Furia.
मुश्किल से लगती है और फिर लगने के बाद जा नहीं पाते ना तो फिर सैड लगता है.
Rather seen another player like Benji who has no senti util to slow him down.
But he's also just feigning this. That'll pull at least one rotate back towards A.
So it will be up to Alum to lock down this B site. No quick rotations, no friends anywhere close. And no teleport to escape either. Can't secure the first shot.
भाई वो इतना जोर से बोला या बी और मेरे को साउंड आया इधर.
Doesn't even have a great angle to look back in. The changes around tunnel, a little bit harder to play from that spot.
And with Nerve working on a flank, it's only 2 players retaking in one angle together.
See what Nerve can accomplish.
He really has to go big here, but he is being held.
Well,
not quite.
Not held on the first
way.
one. Benji, though, knows he is approaching and shuts that down. So into the site goes Art. Now completely left on an island. In the middle of 3 players. Nice first one out of him.
He has no more smoke.
As his
oh my.
opponents are completely divided. Crew are all over the place. And Art
nice
has a wall to lay down.
No.
He can push through this too. He wants
Bro,
it.
wow.
That is aggressive. Beautiful from the veteran.
Experience, bro. Experience. Insane clutch.
But you can't help but pull attention
yes.
to the way that Crew ends up playing that. 2 players just out in the open as he jumps up. No one in a position to trade. This first one you can understand, but Benji getting caught there just can't be happening.
I love the decision too to fight through his wall.
Crazy. भाई वो वाइपर क्या कर रही थी? I have no idea, bro.
Has to run through that wall.
वाइपर थ्रो की है बेचारा मेन पे खेल लेता चुपचाप.
Pays off beautifully for him.
And now Crew.
As in cracked नहीं था इतना भाई वो एमर है but वो बहुत inconsistent है भाई वही shot है उसका.
Default their wall this time towards A. And work players into mid. So too are Furious. They're walking double down immediately.
Split idea towards A. So many players nipping at the heels of Crew in mid, but they're quick into the site. And Nerve is completely left alone. Under heavy pressure is now Benji's shot into mid. It's full control again and with a deep knife too, Crew have the option to take heavy back into sight.
And they're doing it already. You see them flipping the map, fighting up. These are really strong positions, especially after the map changes.
If Fury want this round, Art needs to come up with something. But there's players coming around from the other side on him.
You don't think about MTA here.
No chance. It's quick thinking from Crew. In the post plant, off of that knife again.
And with an operator on Koala, I think they have to call the save at this point. Just too tough to deal with these angles on the retake. I want to credit again the way that Benji has managed to hold things down in mid there. Even though he only goes 1 for 1, getting that those players rotating in.
Windows तो बहुत weird कर दिया है, true भाई.
To actually flip the map and fight up to where they did in this post plant.
I mean, वियर्ड नहीं बट सारे एंगल्स उन्होंने फिर अभी है ना 50-50 रखे जो कि एक अच्छी बात है.
Double controller, they've consistently segmented off the anchor, and with all of those smokes in play,
टाइम आउट का टाइम कम कर रहा है. हाँ क्या? लगा नहीं मेरे को तो.
Even with their quick rotations, to find impact before their anchors are
टाइम आउट का टाइम क्यों कम करेंगे?
Fury should have an easier chance as long as these hits continue working, playing the post plant with the map changes. I like what I'm seeing so far from FURIA, from KRU rather. They hadn't let that one thrifty slip away right back. Been looking strong here.
और महादेव किधर चढ़ के बैठा बेशरम.
Fun little angle for Koala.
बहुत अनाइंग आया एंगल है भाई. ये चेंबर लोग फर्स्ट राउंड में बैठते इधर.
Utility spent to clear this forward angle. That's a big investment, especially with MTA already chucking a flash towards mid.
And with the Viper wall going towards this time, makes it a bit tougher.
I like the setup though. Art taking the first contact into main now, and that can allow Koala to turn around, except he's flashed. And no one looking at him. Switches over to the shorty. One kill is good enough. With the Viper pit going down.
Ult आ रहा है main पे.
Looks like KRU still fight into backside. It's a mess, and Alum is behind enemy lines. All the way back in main window. Just looking at a bunch of green for the time being.
It's so awkward now. MTA wanted a fight there, doesn't get the chance. Now
Ult दिख रहा ही नहीं है ये एंगल में.
Alum revealing his position with some spam, looking for the planter. Now with the dart in backside.
3 जन भाई सैंडविच हो चुके हैं. No way KRU is winning this round.
Seeking his moment, and he finds it. Art has delivered so far on Breeze, and it's not something anytime soon.
Artsin is really the ultimate feast or famine player, in my mind, and this game, hey, it's feasting.
The first Breeze with that long on A was crazy. True.
Very aggressive position.
Two different ways to enter Breeze.
And just off the info of that dart getting broken.
Cave you mean.
Take that timing, charge in, and do so much work.
Yeah, having a great game so far. 10-3 on the Astra. Koala continuing to fry as well.
Koala, I think in a lot of ways has been the linchpin of these
ये
rounds.
मैप पे रिकॉन वाला इन्हीं चाहिए नहीं तो नहीं होगा.
That one wasn't a clean up shot, just diving down with the shorty instead, but achieves the same goal.
दोनों पे रिकॉन वाले हैं.
So they go away from Koala, just send it towards this A side, where they found success before.
Yeah, Nerve has been a little bit isolated before, but a quick teleport from Alum and rotates from EU means very easy response from the FURIA defense. Dart ready to go down. Infiltrator dashes
को
on
भी
in.
अच्छा ही है वैसे एंट्री दिलाने. Oh, nice entry भाई.
And has ideas for a little more. Player back orange. And Nerve still has to be worried about his 6.
The wall synergizes well with that new angle. A potent position for Infiltrator to do more.
Calm of the storm before the flash goes in. Governor tagged by it. But still FURIA taking their time. Waiting for the recycle.
Nice flash. Nice peek. और भाई 3 मार दी इसने.
A flawless
flash पे peek. Bro, flawless round.
So
insane.
clean. FURIA have got to find a solution to actually helping their side anchor on A. Every time KRU have wanted to go this direction, they're getting that opening pick onto Nerve. And once he falls, it is so much more difficult to retake A with that backside hold. The wall is up. You have a player tucked in the corner who actually has a crossfire off of the contact of Governor here. There's that opener I'm talking about, and here's that crossfire. Governor holding one way, a flash and a swing off contact for Infiltrator. And it makes holding down backside so much easier than it was on the old Breeze.
Yeah, how often would you be able to
I don't think Gecko का util का range पूरा side cover कर पाएगा, but entry के angles ये करने के लिए I feel. चैट ये टाइम आउट देख लो exclamation points से और points अभी back in a bit में आता हूँ कुछ लेके.
Go ahead and call a timeout here after losing that last round. Maybe you need to figure out some more creative solutions to holding this A side, or really just the weak side of the map in general, wherever that Viper ends up playing.
Yeah, I think it either has to just be a look to be more passive and be willing to play into the retake and not lose that player, or look at some more rounds where you're splitting up the duelists and you're kind of trying to get a forward posting to help out on that side of the map.
It is fair to point out that it's a little bit harder, I think, for FURIA to get information than you would get in the more standard comp back in the day. You know, usually when you're playing with Sentinels, that always locks down a different angle, or you have the KO in the mix, you have the knife.
Yeah, generally your weak side would be like your Cypher.
Yeah. And that would have been before all the info initiator nerfs as well.
Yeah,
so you're almost forced to have Koala or Alum, those aggro players, take a more forward position if you want to have some kind of
info.
And
they are seeing what I want here, right? Splitting up those two aggro players, helping out a side anchor on the other side, and just playing that Silver float.
You still have the quick teleport into A from Alum if necessary. Already 4 players ready to respond. FURIA calling that it's just going to be another exec. Infiltrator dominated in the previous round. This time though, so many people waiting for him. He is being asked so much.
Still got one,
he can
bro.
Still get the first.
Oh my god.
More battles go down. FURIA trying to wrap around the left side of site, and it is good.
I mean, there's only one man here.
Art's in here, waiting for it. Takes his moment and can now slide on back unpunished. Has another rotation from Alum already too. And Nags, it's got an operator. He's being sent into top mid. There's still a minute to work with.
The other way. If Nags gets this pick.
Nah, this is crazy.
Waiting for it. Sees the player, takes the head clean off. And as you said, the map now split in 2. What's the call going to be with 40 seconds left?
He feigns jumping back, make it feel like maybe they're rotating off, but they're not. Still here, MTA takes down R, and that opens up B yet again.
चुपचाप आर्जिन एक जगह पे बैठ जाता मालूम, लेकिन भाई को उछलना था.
Now going for the plant, Nags, it reposts on the line. That
भाई
is
क्या राउंड कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं क्रू वाले, कैसे राउंड निकाले ये?
The timing he takes into spawn, and I think what's really impressive is not
Popo
that
and Laddu with the 400. Hello, brother. Remember me, Nibu? Oh yeah, I remember you, Nibu. Bhai, what's up?
They wait, play with those rotations before then committing together.
Oh my friction god! Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream again, Nibu.
This is a good change from FURIA.
अपने नाम क्यों चेंज किया अपना? Thank you for the U400 मेरे भाई.
But what ended up happening was KRU realized that instantly, flashed through the wall backside, and punished them regardless.
And now FURIA have absolutely no money to spare.
Looking good.
So as KRU win 2 in a row to tie things up, looking to push this further and further in their favor. Really taking their time with things, expecting FURIA to do something aggressive, but that doesn't really seem to be so much in the FURIA wheelhouse so far this half.
Well, here they are maybe now. Koala jiggled up, but just misses the timing for a pick.
Art has also gone all the way down underneath window on the B side.
So it's a weird angle to clear out. But with this much time elapsed, I'll check it if they go back, and I don't think they're even bound that direction.
Yeah, they saw both.
Astra का पोज भी बहुत अच्छा मिल गया था उसको ये राउंड में. पर लोग भी नहीं जा रहे.
That gives good info.
I think this rotate might come in a little bit too late from KRU. You can see FURIA have already started shifting
on
the A side. And Governor scouting out for Art is punished. That is bad news. Now without a chance to go for a B-lurk, and now with a gun picked up on Art, if the FURIA anchors can get a couple of kills, there is a real shot. Good flash.
Yeah, he flashes डाल रहा है ना KO भाई. Every single time bro is connecting the shots. I mean flashes.
Is there real nice play out of MTA for 3 on the round and a 6 for KRU.
Some things don't change that much. When MTA was playing on this America stage some years ago.
W Nibu bhai in the chat. Thank you so much for the 400 mere bhai.
The KO play was pretty good on that initiator, slotting in, if I recall correctly, towards the middle of the year.
Wow, wow.
Nice flash onto that Bucky and contents with the threat.
Final round of the half approaching. 2 operators in play between Nags and Alum.
I was going to say, maybe it was 2024. I don't know. America's has actually been going on long enough that the...
I think it was 2024.
Yeah.
Because that's when I joined, and I remember MTA
It must have been
in.
then. That makes more sense, because there was 2 stages. Anyways.
Split idea for KRU, but A main could be a problem. Koala dashes straight into the wall. Hunter's Fury behind him, but there is pressure coming from every single side.
Oh my god, sandwich ho gaya bhai.
Once again towards A.
Wow, insane KRU, bro. KRU is too quick.
Over this Furia
7-5 half again.
He's been sick on the entry. The pathing into A has been excellent, and now Furia scamper, try and find a solution as Artsin creeps forward.
Spike planted.
And somehow still playing up in the air after all of it.
He's getting flanked, though. This is basically checkmate. Unless his teammate can activate.
Yeah, Nerve put an orb on the chamber trip, but unfortunately he is too slow, and Nags it turns right around for him. KRU will lead 7-5 at the half.
That is real nice from KRU. It started a bit rough towards the beginning, losing the pistol, losing a streak of a couple rifle rounds. But they close it with 4 on the
KRU के main team को बोल रहे तुम लोग बैठ जाओ इनको खेलने दो.
Just running over Nerve round after round, and even when things got weird,
शायद मजीनो किसमें अभी
in the mid rounds.
MIBR में है ना शायद.
Successful half for KRU after losing the pistol.
Yeah, it wasn't so simple for them. They had the layers. That was good to see, and there's more after this.
Good morning, Just bhai.
We've got two esports endemic brands coming together to create a series of products for esports for the biggest stages.
हाँ, Dead Beef भाई हैदराबाद का किया.
컴페티션이 주요 키워드다 보니까 레이싱이라는 테마를 잡고 거기서 이제 영감받은 그래픽
chat dead हो गई भाई. MIBR में है आसपास के साथ. नहीं हुई dead. W. मजीनो भाई के पौने लगते हैं क्या? क्या? अच्छा, माजिन भाई के पौने लगते हैं क्या? नाइस. ये ब्रांड ने टेंस माउस बनाया. यस. नॉट डेड. खा रहा हूँ कुछ. क्या खा रहे हो ये टाइम पे? क्या खा रहे हो? अच्छा का आवाज मत खाओ रे. मत खाओ. गलत आदत है भाइयों. प्लीज स्टॉप दैट. स्टॉप दैट. ये टाइम पे कुछ भी खाना सबसे गलत बात है. जैसे कि ये मैं तो मैगी खा रहा हूँ. वाह भाई. भाई मैगी भी मेरे को ये हो जाती है, हेवी हो जाती है रात में. खाने का बात मत करो यार. वही गेम के लिए माउस हिलाना पड़ता है क्या? नहीं. मैं तो जस्ट अभी बर्गर किंग ऑर्डर किया है. ये टाइम पे बर्गर किंग मिलता है? देखता हूँ रुको. 24/7 थोड़ी ना होता है बर्गर किंग. नहीं, मेरे इधर तो अवेलेबल नहीं है. दिल्ली में तो मिलता है. मैं 6 बजे छोले भटूरे खाने जा रहा हूँ. क्या बात है. और भाई मेरे को है ना फॉरएवर हो गया. मैं सुबह उठ के मेदू वड़ा खाने नहीं गया भाई. आई मिस मेदू वड़ा भाई. आई मिस मेदू वड़ा सो मच. क्योंकि हम लोग फुटबॉल खेलने ही नहीं जा रहे. फुटबॉल जब भी खेलने जाते थे Popo and Laddu are my dogs. Beagle and Corgi. Ooh. Crazy भाई. फोटोज भेजना जरूरी यार. Thank you so much for the use 200. Popo and Laddu को बहुत सारा प्यार. Thank you so much for the huge 200 मेरे भाई Popo and Laddu उर्फ नीबू भाई. Furia on attack chat.
From KRU.
W
Nibu bhai.
Allowing Nagzit to be on his own. Set 4 up onto B. FURIA haven't really adventured towards A either. Now I think they're realizing that it might be a little heavier on the B side, but Nagzit was deadly in the opening half.
पूरा ही छोड़ दिया.
Has trip to work off of, but you can see the benefit. Double Astra Stars really push him off the site. Of course, a wall too, but he can see through this star. Are you kidding me? Poor placement on that one, a little bit too far to the left. And in a quick moment, Nagzit punishes.
Now you have to look to Qualanu in this post plant, posted forward with the Sheriff. And he's got his first.
Wow.
That's a good one to equalize a bit. Knife spots 2 players on this right side. As KRU
continues Benji mid-lurk कर रहा है देखो.
On this corner.
Oh, he just missed the wiper, bro.
Quick reposition, smoke.
क्या हो गया?
As KRU continue forward.
अभी इनका स्ट्रीम लैग हुआ है.
Fight on this corner. Should decide the round. Koala. Quick reposition. Smoke goes down, but FURIA.
हाँ, इनका ही स्ट्रीम डाउन हुआ था.
Towards the B side of the map. FURIA were a hair from walking right into it, but seeing that second player.
Time skip हुआ literally. भाई क्रू ने निकाल लिया राउंड.
A harbor and a circle smoke agent or a viper. And you have
I think it's
two layers of smoke.
Very similar to how Breeze played when we were in a harbor viper meta. Just with, instead of that harbor, generally going to be that.
Yeah,
you have a little bit more freedom now as Astra Stars are going to be fully global. Don't know if there's going to be freedom for KRU in this round as Koala posts in exactly the right position for the Marshal this time around.
Yeah, these ideas really got brought out towards the end of Breeze's life.
Governor.
Before it left the pool by Genji.
Wonder how much Art was able to communicate to his teammates there. He was in elbow and could have heard Benji running back up into Nest.
I think the important part is that they have found the right space here for Furia, working into an open B site.
But the open site also has full Viper util on it. The orb blocking off the choke point, and also this defense wall that allows players to come back in from CT, divide up the site, really steal away any position Furia would have. And
oh my god.
What is going on? No one's looking the right way.
Nice
in the backside
one.
too, Benji. Clips two. It's a 2-on-2
Wow.
somehow. KRU have the advantage. But Artson has the HP. No spike and 20 seconds left.
Oh,
Needs these
1v1.
first shots.
इतना close कैसे आया ये
Now
round?
Guardian in tow, but with 15 seconds left, he has
Governor
to
1
get the
HP
spike.
है.
He has to plant it. He might not have
Oh,
a
he's
fair
holding that.
fight
Oh.
going into Governor. He does, and again,
Thrifty निकाले वे.
Artson clutches up.
इतना close कैसे आया
Too
round?
close, though. These anti-ecods have been killer for Furia. Lost 2 eco rounds on map 1. Lost 1 here in the first half. And are 1 bullet away from losing it again. And the only reason they do is because someone doesn't check a corner.
Oh my word. Artson also just in outer space.
Arjun का game
for
चल
that
रहा है
first
भाई.
kill. That's why.
Why did he peek? He had the
MTA was able
spike
to go
there
so
and he was
far.
4 HP. तो I guess उसके पास वही
But
chance
okay.
था निकालने का round.
Quick little reset. Furia choosing to actually buy up into this one, even after losing a few players, have 3 rifles to work on.
क्या horrendous buy है भाई इसका
Yes, it is. And Benji
FURIA का,
completely
but they still got the entry and wow,
Infiltrator
wow. They
It's a
are
little bit
sailing
segmented. There
forward.
was a very deep attack wall here on the Viper. It allows Fury to take a lot more space if they wanted.
आज मैं पूरे दिन काम से बाहर था और जिम में पैसे नहीं थे, फिर घर इतना लेट आया कि सब सो गए, इसलिए आज पूरे दिन कुछ खाया नहीं और अभी भूख लग रही है. भाई मैगी खाओ यार.
That you have to be looking at while the other player is swinging you.
Yeah, for attacking a site, it's great. For the post plant, that's where the double smokes come online. You just saw the 2 Astra smokes go down in the same choke points.
You का हाथ गरम नहीं हो रहा.
Nerve ran out of the gas. And it just means that it's really hard for KRU to actually get back in the retakes when there's only 2 flashes in the kit. Not a whole lot of utility, so you're either winning out on the anchor or taking some chances
Maggie
to beat
final
through
boss.
smokes, which isn't often going to go your way.
And I don't think you can understate how big this round win is for Furia. Like you mentioned, they forced into it, bought some pretty bigger commitments than you would have expected after nearly losing that 14th round. But instead, they win it flawlessly and are going to be able to build some pretty significant momentum in the
main
second
lineup
round.
नहीं है नहीं.
And you know what,
Maggie भी नहीं है
I
घर
do
में
think
blink
that's
it.
great. The one thing I'm concerned about is that this is the same game we just watched.
Blink it करने का, उसको call करके बोलने का भाई बाहर ही रुक. Call कर आने पे. Bell will मत बजा.
How did that
ऐसा
end?
बोलने
It
का
is
उसको.
eerily similar. KRU even took this exact same time out following the loss of the bonus.
But it won't happen again, right?
No, of course it can't happen again. Lightning can't strike twice.
It never has.
Says a man that's been struck once by lightning.
अरे टी वाली मैच देखने वाले हो? यस भाई, वो तो देखनी है मेरे को. मेरे को देखना है वो टीमोटिनो कैसा खेलता है. पैसा नहीं है उसने बोला. अरे घर पे वो उसके जेब में पैसा नहीं था, घर में तो है ना. How did you feel when you got your first brand deal? Insane, bro, top of the world.
With a chance to 2-0 here with a substitute roster. It is so weird that it is Furia. The team whose only win last year was with a substitute roster, now in the position to have to dispatch an opponent in that same position. But a much better start to this.
Red Bull का फ्रिज कितने का देता है पता नहीं बनता है.
Wall and LM are feeling it.
मेरे को कभी मिला नहीं है.
In the clutch.
Now, I'm really interested with KRU heading into this round, choosing to go for a little bit of punch behind it. They did save some guns in the previous round, but you have Benji buying down to 650, MTA as well. Very different idea, but on a map as Flipian has often decided on some individual duels going down. KRU like their odds. Got a little 1-2 setup close on the choke point here, eh?
Mags avoided detection.
भाई कितना aggressive खेल रही है. Okay, nice. अयो. Oh my God, FURIA is owning an attack.
And it's a repeat of last round where the double dive duo of Koala and Lem run over the anchors and
वापिस सेव करना पड़ेगा भाई इसको.
Catching off one in rotation. This is already over.
Well, I think another cool thing Artson just saw on the
Thank you
mini-map,
for another 200 मेरे भाई.
on the quick mid rotates from KRU because
I've uploaded few clips of them playing here. You think you got time to watch? Yeah, I'll check, bro. I'll check after this game is done.
But the way KRU just played it was Infiltrator.
अगर इसको नाइफ करता ना मजा आ जाता. वो भाई BM कर रहा था.
At the same time, a flash was thrown deep. So now Artson, who's often
attack में BM कर रहा था वो.
is very aware of that.
Thank you so much for the huge 200 मेरे भाई.
That was great in itself.
W Nivo by the chat.
Rotation ideas that KRU are going to have in future rounds too.
But right now the biggest problem for KRU is losing the anchors the way that they are. Your rotates
मैं घर का गेट खोलूंगा तो 100% आवाज करेगा. ना हो पाए भाई अब सुबह एक ऑप्शन है. अरे माँ कसम. कुछ तो फ्रिज में या तो फिर टोपली में रहना चाहिए भाई तेरे. कुछ तो रहना चाहिए.
As Naxit had to TP back, he gets caught in transition and they can't make anything of it.
I mean, the scoreboard is looking crazy right
KRU का घी
now.
कदम हाँ ना भाई.
Doing some heavy lifting. 35 kills combined on the duo.
This time that double duelist will be split up instead. FURIA starts working mid control. Koala on the attack operator.
Oh.
Nags it.
Oh. अरे भाई इतना अच्छा क्रॉसर प्लेसमेंट रखा था.
Blows up a little bit of the mid hold from KRU. They're getting a little desperate. See Governor.
Look at Benji.
Yeah, just stepping forward. That's insane from Benji. Stepping out of the mid smoke as well. KRU going full pug mode and jumping up.
Bro.
It is a
nah, KRU is done.
Result.
KRU is done.
What just happened? Just MTA. Out of nowhere, this round flipped on its head, and he has to back away. Thinks it's going to be a rotation towards A. He's right. But can he actually catch anyone? He's
मेरे को पहली ब्रांडी I guess जब मेरे 10-15,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स थे तभी आई थी. अनरियल फील हुआ था भाई. हर महीना पैसा आता था. अनरियल फील होता था. बहुत सिक्योर फील होता था.
And FURIA have fallen into such deep positions as well.
मेरे को
Allen
एकदम
hanging out fully back into mid. EU is the only one really starting to challenge right now. And even he slips right up against the wall.
जब भी मेरे को ऐसा ब्रांडी लाता है ना कोई
3 kills on the round.
लॉन्ग टर्म
The snowball keeps going.
मेरे को बहुत इनसेन खुशी ग्रेटफुल थैंकफुल फील होता है भाई.
KRU trying after losing that player initially go for these fast refights. In main it was a KO flash up for their
मम्मी का रिएक्शन क्या था याद नहीं.
FURIA was holding for someone, holding for this aggression. After running over on these hard execs 2 rounds in a row, they slowed things down. They know that KRU is going to try and make a play.
पर वो लोग बहुत खुश होते भाई. मम्मी पापा दोनों बहुत खुश होते.
And immediately that's punished. So for the second time in 3 rounds, KRU calls a timeout.
Yeah, really quick on the snap there.
भाई KRU ठंडी पड़ गई है.
Previous round as well had really just been trying to throw everything into it.
कौन से ब्रांड की थी? पेरिफेरल ब्रांड था ब्रो.
Position looking at 4 ults on the other side for FURIA as well. By all intents and purposes, this is FURIA's map in its entirety.
Yep.
Sure need to pull out some kind of a miracle to swing this back, but it's been something they've been wildly effective at. Contesting on the light buy rounds, the half buys, the thrifties, what have you.
The story of the game has been the ecos. If they don't win ecos, this is a 2-0.
भाई ये बहुत कचरा खा रहा हूँ मैं अभी. क्यों खा रहा हूँ भाई?
FURIA need to lock in as well. Too often it's slipped away from them. But the way they've been playing it seems hard to find the openings. Even in that last round, KRU tried to contest them on every single front, and FURIA were just hard holding for it.
And now there's this threat, right? FURIA have shown the quick rounds where they've been hyper effective in double diving in and destroying these anchors. They've shown a slower round buying into the attack op where they punish any aggression.
आदमी को यही चाहिए, पैसे की स्टेबिलिटी, घर वालों की खुशी और एक प्यार करने वाली लड़की. भाई लास्ट वाला ऑप्शन है ना, अगर नहीं रहा मतलब ऑब्वियसली एक पॉइंट के बाद चाहिए वो शादी वादी तो हो ही जाएगी.
FURIA have been real patient.
लेकिन
anti-ecos typically.
अच्छे दोस्त होना बहुत जरूरी है भाई.
Pushing forward to win the orb.
जिनके साथ
and have all the utility ready if there was
तुम
going to be a
जो
quick
मन
fight
में आए वो
out of the
शेयर
choke
कर
point.
सकते हो
They were hoping Benji would go for
जब
another
मन
fight
चाहे
through
उठ
that
के
orb
उनके
with
घर पे
the
जा
ult.
सकते
Doesn't
हो
happen, but that's still enough pressure, and with an orb recovered,
ऐसे दोस्त
to go
होने बहुत
back
जरूरी है
towards B. Could get a second orb here for a limb.
I think the idea here has to be from Fury just to play it perfectly clean on the anti-eco, get the
मुंबई में हीटर लगता है क्या कभी मुंबई में हीटर लगता नहीं ऑल टाइम हीटर ही रहता है मैं इसीलिए आगे बैठा हूं
and the Hunter's Fury of course. Alem not even waiting for the orb, it's going to be a idea in there. Actually did pick up the orb and Koala goes down first.
इको राउंड है लेकिन ये
Hunter's Fury investing a lot here to secure this
good
round.
combo. Oh my, okay.
They do need Benji still alive in the back of sight, untouched by the Hunter.
Wow.
And it'll be Alem to deliver the killing blow.
2v4.
A good start to this round. Alem spots another
player.
Okay,
2v3.
Gets a kill.
Governor.
Not so clear yet. It's a third ultimate spent from Furia. Trying to secure this one. And it's Artson switching to the operator.
We're going third map, bro.
Collecting another.
Ice. We're going up ice.
Should be going Furia's way. It will at the end. Up to
छह
11
डिग्री हो रहा है क्या
You
सीन
see how much they
अब
fear
मराठी हो
losing
गुजराती
these anti-ecos.
मराठी
3 ultimates used on the round. A huge investment.
भाई एक बार कुरकुरे का पीस खा लिया फिर रुकने का मन नहीं करता सेम आई एम ईटिंग टू बट वो रुकना जरूरी है बे नॉर्मलाइज नहीं करना चाहिए वैसा ईटिंग
I think that they might have not
मतलब
wanted to
चरते
use it
रहना
initially
नॉर्मलाइज
because
नहीं
you saw
करना
the
चाहिए
TP prime for him to just get out backside, swing with the team. But ended up having to in the end. Now it's going to be back to the hard hits. 5 players grouped up towards B. The AWP out of the hands of Koala.
But MTA's in the right spot here.
Choose your circle wisely. ये बहुत जरूरी है भाई.
This hit in its entirety. It's actually an early knife. Sees a few
So they're going
players,
back B और B पे ult कर दिया.
With a Viper's pit as well. Furia choose to
तुम्हारे आसपास लोग वैसे रहेंगे ना जो गेड़ी मारने निकलते हैं हर दिन तो तुम भी उसमें ही घुस जाओगे काम धंधा छोड़ के गेड़ी मारने लग जाओगे आसपास लोग रहेंगे ना जो लॉकड इन है जो लोग बोल रहे हैं नहीं भाई आज मैं नहीं आ रहा गेड़ी मारने के लिए मेरे को ये काम है तो तुम्हें भी मन करेगा कि हाँ भाई ये भी काम कर रहा है अपने को भी करना चाहिए oh my god bro is sending it in
oh madness from him and MTA too dodging back into the pit, but as it falls around him, he is a sitting duck.
3v2.
Furia will cut him down.
ये मरना नहीं चाहिए था भाई अभी MTA.
These 2 players have to desperately make a retake happen. Nags at the op. Governor close enough to contest, but the plant already going down, and a lane fighting forward.
Nags it has the operator. No angle just yet. I need to ask a little bit more of Governor to find an angle.
A flash and a jump for Koala is so strong with these knives.
So hard to catch him with those knives in hand. Slowly though goes Governor. That is crisp.
2v2.
Can't make it another cleanly. And that chews up precious
nags it.
Now Alem and a 1-on-2. Revealed.
Alim bhai. Why is he knifing out?
KRU stopped this momentum in the second half.
It's a 2-on-3 for KRU.
नाइट आउट करते करते आपकी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हैं ये देखो इनको
And it's all about Governor.
नाइट आउट किए होते हैं यार मूवी लगाओ सब लोग साथ में बैठ के देखो गप्पे करो लाइफ के बारे में बात करो हमारे दोस्त लोग हम लोग बहुत रेयरली नाइट आउट्स करते हैं भाई जब भी करते मजे करते बातचीत होती है अभी
Just a crazy round across the board.
That's what we need. Nice.
But credit has to go to Nags and Governor.
मैं आपको कनाडा से देख रहा हूँ क्या बात है भाई 11-8 हो रहा है chat.
Some of the split second decisions.
The game's not done yet.
Are real nice. Think back to the first half, the mid-rounding they had. Here's some individual ideas. As Furia send 3 players toward mid doors.
Very interesting mid setup. A deep trip and an out-posted elbow.
Drone up, but doesn't see anything so far. A false sense of security as Infiltrator is tagged by it at the very end. With the operator fully pinged out. Makes it so much harder to play this side. Benji tries to go for
overwhelm हो गया भाई Infiltrator. GG चलो खत्म.
Shuts him out of it.
Third map जा रहे हैं अपन.
Doesn't even look like Governor has an angle to look at with all the smokes up in his eyes.
Same scenario again. Governor and Nags it.
This time Governor's on 7 HP. Furia have a better position on site as well. As a wall goes up, so Koala can escape back into main with the operator.
Alim bhai.
Just leaving Alem here.
Ayyo.
Shoulder spot, it doesn't even matter. shut out of it.
GG's.
And Nags tries to escape, but he won't have a chance to. FURIA back on match point.
Looked like KRU didn't quite have a solve to that fast split coming through from mid. You saw both of their side anchors get caught out in kind of
भाई ये वंशिश भाई अभिनव भाई का सही है, दोस्तों के साथ रहते हैं, but it's even hard at the same time. तुम कैसे बोल सकते हो कि उनका सही है, वो लोग साथ में रहते हैं भाई? इट्स द मोस्ट टफेस्ट थिंग. वो लोग अपने कंफर्ट में नहीं रहते, मैं अपने कंफर्ट में रहता हूँ. वो लोग थोड़ी अपने कंफर्ट में रह रहे भाई, अपने घर से दूर रह रहे. वो लोग जो एरिया में रहते हैं ना, वो लोग मलाड साइड में रहते हैं, और उधर का रेंट इतना ज्यादा है ना, तो दे हैव टू वर्क एनी हाउ, वर्क देयर हार्डेस्ट, बिकॉज़ उनका रेंट बहुत ज्यादा है.
FURIA trying to contact forward are punished for it.
And here comes Infiltrator.
Oh, I love this. Trying to catch out the rotates again.
Wow.
Goes out and again. It's a dash forward.
No way.
This guy's insane.
Infiltrator
End up being the
भाई
worst
मेला.
Does FURIA get another kill onto the site? Alam's all the way
3v3
deep.
EU
and the
1
rest of
HP.
crew are miles
EU उधर
away.
ही मर जाता, but ठीक
It's a
है.
difficult retake. EU in elbow, ready as a backstab.
वो अभी लेट एल्बो खेल रहा है, लो है इसलिए.
Guns too.
ये चेक करेंगे. ओ उधर से आ रहे. एक मारेगा ये.
There he is, one for him. Quickly traded, maybe an upgrade for Benji. But still, they're trying to attack the B site like they're on the attacking side. KRU completely behind enemy lines now. And that allows FURIA to get into this crossfire position. As they step on through, FURIA will take down KRU for the first breeze of 2026.
GG, we're going third map.
They bounce back, push this series to 3.
बीच में बहुत मचा रही थी FURIA ने, जो फिर मोमेंटम पकड़ा ना, वो चेंज ही नहीं हुआ.
But the strong first half for KRU with a bonus round in the second for FURIA. But this time, they sure it up at the end.
Invigilator, अभी वैसा ही कुछ तो नाम है उसका.
Don't let those rounds slip away.
Invigilator.
And can we just say, Artson was an absolute monster. That entire game long didn't matter if it was the attack or the defense. He was finding so many different.
तुझको तार से पेपर एक्स का रोस्टर में कोई चेंज है क्या इस बार? हाँ, कौन चेंज है यार पेपर एक्स में? अबे आई गेस ये बस अपना पंटर गया है, क्या नाम है उसका? जी में आया है वो. इनवी आया है पेपर एक्स में. इनवी कौन है बे? है ये कब आया? ओए इनवी कब आया इधर? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? बाकी पूरी टीम सेम है. अगर एनवी में आ जाए तो उसका नाम एनवी हो जाएगा. चाइना में ट्रॉफी भी जीत गया इसके आने के बाद. अच्छा खेलता है. कौन? अज भाई मैथ्स के सैंपल पेपर कर रहा हूँ. 19 को प्री बोर्ड्स 2 है. बढ़िया जा रहे हैं वैसे तो. कर भाई कर. सैंपल पेपर करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एनी एडवाइस फॉर फर्नीचर सेरामिक अबाउट टू चेंज सून? क्या माय गॉड, ओ माय गॉड भाई, ये मस्त है रे तुम्हारा भाई. दो इसे. अच्छा ये कपाट है क्या तुम्हारा? नहीं, अरे दो ये क्यों है फिर? ये कपाट है? अच्छा विंडो है. नहीं ये क्या है? अच्छा ये मेन डोर है, ये बाथरूम डोर है शायद. तो फिर ये क्या है? अबे माँ कसम क्या क्या है भाई. डिजाइन अच्छा लग रहा वॉल पे. हाँ बे बिल्ला लग रहा बनता है. ब्यूटीफुल. चाइना रेडियंट इनविटेशनल वाली ट्रॉफी लाला जो पेपर एक जीता एनवी के आने के बाद। ओह ऐसा बोल रहा है, ये नहीं पता था मेरे को। ये देखो बर्बाद चेटअप। ब्रो इज हैविंग चैच कोक। हो गया खा पी के। क्या खाए? सोए नहीं?
कुछ खाया ही नहीं।
तो सोई क्यों नहीं गली? तो सोई क्यों नहीं गली हो?
हाइड्रा भी नहीं सो रहा है क्योंकि
अयो
पागल हो जाऊंगी एक दिन। सो जाना चाहिए ना मेरे को।
Yes, bro. You should close your eyes. Close your eyes. बंद करो और चली जाओ नींद
घूमी
में।
घूमी।
गहरी नींद। भाई मेरे को एक रील दिखी है, मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम लोग को, रुको। कि आपको अगर रात में नींद नहीं आती तो आप ये एक्सरसाइज एक करो, आंख बंद करके। देखो मैंने भेजा तुमको, आंख बंद करके वैसा करो। चैट में भी देना ना। अबे यार ज्यादा ट्राई हार्ड है। मुझे भी बता दे, मुझे भी सोना है। अबे माँ कसम। अबे वो बोलती है आग बंद करके ना, पहले ऊपर ऐसा, ऊपर देखो, आग बंद करके ऊपर, मतलब ऐसा 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 ऐसा, फिर ऐसा, फिर ऐसा ऐसा, आग बंद करके करो, नींद आ जाएगी। अभी पता नहीं ये क्या है, बट वो बोली है वैसा दीदी।
क्या सीन
अभिनव
लाला?
भैया सो जाओ, अभिनव भैया सो जाओ
गुड
यार।
मॉर्निंग अनुभव भाई।
गुड मॉर्निंग। क्या कर रहे हो?
मैच देख रहे बनता है।
मैं देख रहा था आज क्रू का चल रहा था, अभी किसका उसका ही
यप,
चल रहा है?
हाँ वही चल रहा है, थर्ड मैप। क्रू
ओह
क्रू
फक,
क्रू।
क्रेजी क्रेजी।
तुम क्या कर रहे?
कुछ नहीं भाई, मस्ती।
वीडियो बन गई?
हाँ, ए तुमको कैसे पता?
कल ही तो बताया।
ओ हाँ,
उसको ब्रो।
तो कल तो बहुत नींद में आया था मैं। याद भी नहीं मुझे क्या बात कर रही हूँ।
तुमने तो फिर और भी चीज बताई थी।
अभिनव नशे करता है रोज।
हम्म, कल नशे में ही थे अनुभव भाई।
अनुभव भाई रोज नशे करते हैं।
हम्म, वी।
तुम लोग लग रहे हो भाई अभी तो
मैं
बहुत
तो बहुत,
ज्यादा।
मेरे को तो सोना है भाई।
ये
चुप
सोती ही नहीं है
रह।
पागल औरत।
हर्ष भाई यार तुम्हें अच्छे डुओ की जरूरत है।
Yep, bro, I'm ascendant now, bro. Like,
भाई भूल गई
yep.
थी स्ट्रीम चालू है, इतनी गंदी गालियां आई थी ना मुंह पे।
क्यों?
रुको,
साले एक बात बता।
म्यूट कर दिया, बोल दो। म्यूट कर दिया, बढ़ रहा है एक्स्ट्रा वॉल्यूम। अच्छा।
फीमेल स्ट्रीमर थी तो उसने कहा था कि इफ यू बीट मी देन यू विल बी माय डुओ, तो मैंने उधर हर्ष को टैग कर दिया ऐसे ही कि हर्ष ब्रो, हर्ष इज लुकिंग फॉर अ डुओ। तो उधर उधर रिप्लाई आया कि द एंट्रीज आर क्लोज क्लोज नाउ।
ना हेल ना।
और माइनस भाई।
ना भाई।
सैड हो गया। अरे माँ
क्या
ये क्या
देखा?
हुआ? क्या हो
देखो
गया
अपनी
हुआ?
बिल्ली को, अपनी बिल्ली को
मुझे
करूँ ये?
मुंबई की याद आ रही है।
हम्म।
मुझे ईस्ट की याद आ
अरे
रही है।
माँ।
नींद खुल गई हर्ष भाई।
मैं तो चश्मा पहना हूँ। अरे माँ, इसका कान लटक रही है।
सर क्या करूँ जो नींद आ जाए? एक सेकंड
मैंने
में।
भेजा तो है तुमको।
मेलेटोनिन
मतलब
गमीज।
नहीं, फोन बाजू में रखना है सबसे पहली बात। ये रील
चलो
स्वाइप करने
डिवाइस।
के चक्कर में ना चली गई।
अरे तुम्हारा डुओ क्लच किधर है आज?
क्लच भाई रेडियंट पुश कर रहे हैं। आज वो स्ट्रीम नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि आज उनका मन नहीं होगा। वो अपने मन पे बहुत डिपेंडेंट होता है, ठीक है जी।
होना चाहिए, मन के मर्जी के मालिक।
जी, तो उनका मन करता है हफ्ते में एक वॉच पार्टी करने का। जी।
उनका मन करता है या उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करता है?
नहीं, बस मन। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो उनको मिला है सब करने का।
अच्छा।
ये विंडो है।
प्रीमियर खेल रहे हो आज?
क्या खेल रहे?
प्रीमियर।
नहीं, प्रीमियर नहीं खेलते हम लोग। रैंक गेस ओनली, रैंक पुश ओनली।
ये बालकनी है, इसे इटालियन विंडो कहते हैं। ये आईना मैंने सही रखा है फिलहाल।
अरे क्लर्ज और हाइड्रा भाई दोनों खेल रहे हैं साथ में।
हम्म,
ये है
अभी खेल रहे?
हाँ दोनों।
What the hell?
12-11 जीत गए वो लोग, अब नया चालू कर रहे हैं।
Oh my god bro, the time's like 5.
एंड ये है बाथरूम। Yeah, that's it. That's it.
एक सेकंड आया।
Yep. Wow. बाथरूम। ऑफ स्ट्रीम ग्राइंडर्स सुने तुम लोगों ने?
What the fuck? क्या?
Bro.
10 on 10 हर्ष खेल रहा है cosplay.
What the?
100% accurate bro.
Freaking idiots. भाई ये देख रहे हो, यू इधर खेल रहा है अभी।
हाँ भाई देखा भाई, ये मैंने सुन।
आवाज गेला। भाई भी ये मैंने सुन।
हेलो।
गायब हो गए। बोलो।
तीन टाइम वैलो बोल रहा हूँ, सॉरी एम लैब चैंपियन है ये EU।
है?
हाँ भाई बेस्ट गेमर है आई गेस वहां पे अभी इस स्टेज पे।
क्रेजी। और हग रहा है बस। भाई क्या मस्त है ये।
हाँ ये वो ऊपर हर्ष सुअर लूंग के गया क्या?
ओह वाओ। वाओ भाई ये कितना बड़ा है बंटा है। इसके पूरे टेबल के जितना है।
पेंटिंग है ये?
हाँ आई गेस 54 इंच ब्रो। व्हाट? वो 30 इंच मॉनिटर बड़ा लगता है मेरे को तो। 54 इंच इज क्रेजी, इनसेन।
Very helpful in re-clearing space when you're on the
beast time.
Yeah, the post play.
भाई हाइड्रा भाई और क्लर्ज भाई फुल सेम मैचिंग PFP लगा के कॉम्पी खेल रहे हैं। क्रेजी।
भाई ये देखो गवर्नर, ये पूरा वर्ल्ड टूर कर रहा है हर सीजन।
Dived into going for a whole lot of just these 4 or 5 player execs on a loop once they find the site that's working for them, but it doesn't always come super quickly in a half that they find.
पीपो को देखना था, अभी उसने भेजा ही नहीं लेकिन पीपो ने वो पीपो को। मैं आपका ट्रैकर देखा तो उसमें इमॉर्टल 3 बता रहा है, आप तो एक्स रेडियंट बोलते हो। मेन अकाउंट है एक्स रेडियंट।
Good for getting those flashes up quick and helping out Infiltrator.
Yeah, and look, MTA loves the KO.
It's
always has. It makes
नहीं
perfect
बेचा
sense
नहीं
here
है
for
मेरे
exactly what Crew are trying to play.
I also think it's really nice for ideas like mid-control, fighting through the double smokes, things like that, having that extra pair of flashes. But here we go.
Crew on
Map
attack.
3 between these two teams.
चलो आप देखो मैं निकलता हूँ,
It's looking like
Hi, bro,
Crew
bye.
starting off towards B.
Interesting that Nerve is the guy left alone here on B. Now, I say that there's 3 players in mid really quickly, ready to pop out of this.
50 जन स्मोक में आ चुके हैं ब्रो।
MTA flashes through himself.
अबे कुछ अच्छा दिखा दे भाई ऑब्जर्वर।
No one can see anything, but one constant is here, and that is Furia on the pistol rounds.
Okay.
4 for 4 already.
निकाल ली Furia
And,
बेरो।
I think it's going to get a little bit better as Naxit runs on out of here.
1v4
4 bullets on the chamber, but he is down.
ऐसे देख रहा हूँ सब कोई तो ग्रीन माउस यूज कर रहा है।
The same for Furia,
क्या
and
लूँगा
that
उसे?
is dominant there, just flooding in together.
आकाशी के बाद कौन सा बंडल आएगा नहीं आइडिया नो। गुड मॉर्निंग अशफाक, गुड मॉर्निंग सातक।
So they are starting to fall off.
Big difference, but you do see one of the biggest strengths of this comp is how quickly, when they have an idea like that, fighting
वो जो
into
फूकता
they're
मुझे भी
able to
चाहिए।
rotate in, use that
Power
relay
Sports का
with
observer
that,
है।
kind of slow out there, combine it with the tailwinds. There's just
Crew
so
wala
much
BT
util
mein kyun
you have to
bahte
deal
hua
with
hai?
this. They're flooding back in, you're combining that with these constantly cycling smokes, and a lot that you've got to fight through if you're Crew. Fortunately for them, just down to an eco this round.
Yeah, Crew have just been going for full saves on these round 2s. Not even going for any sort of
And pretty much every
stuff
time
like that. Yeah,
they're just orb maxing.
Yeah.
That's been their goal.
they'll take what they can. Look, you just want as many your ults as you can have in a half. That is Valorant in the year 2026. It was also Valorant in the year 2025.
It's true. It wasn't Valorant in the years before that.
Yeah, well, Yoru used to not have a
Oh
core.
yo.
Goodbye EU, I guess. It's too early to talk about the eco rounds.
It's not like there's been a theme with them or anything.
No.
That's been on half buys, not on classic only rounds.
Koala sees the flash, turns
Ayo.
it, but was spotted and clipped. Down on 57 health.
Oh my
and
God.
Taken out. Now it's time to talk about it. It is all systems
No
go.
way.
Nerve
No
is
way.
going to. Don't
No
tell
way.
me. Don't tell me. Crew have already got.
It's a 2-on-5.
Crew have killed 3 players without losing anyone, without losing HP on anyone except Infiltrator.
And you don't.
Bro, what?
It's a disaster.
Bro, flawless,
frankly. It's a
thrifty.
4K
Okay,
thrifty
a kill.
for Infiltrator. It keeps on happening,
Horrendous.
Mimi.
How many thrifties have they lost this series? Their coach talked about it after map 1 for Furia. We lost that game because we lost 2 anti-ecos. And they immediately start like this. This was $0 invested. This was Classics and a Headhunter that won this round.
Nice, Phil. 4K? Shit.
Just ridiculous stuff. An Infiltrator, 4-1 off of that round, and well, they're running it back. Fast hit towards B, only 1 player to anchor. It's Artson. And now he's in the position with only a Classic.
You don't love his odds here? Okay, smoke for yourself. Hang out on top site. Get used to seeing this type of play on Pearl, or on Abyss rather. Just hiding around default as you can.
भाई कल वो इंस्पायर क्या खेल रहा था ना चैट वाइपर से अभी इस पे.
And goodbye.
Bye bye.
The Abyss calls.
See you later, Furia. Guess that makes it a little easier to not lose an Antica.
Back-to-back flawless. Crazy. Who could have thought?
If you're just joining us, as a reminder, why does Crew look like that? Well, none of their players are here from their main roster that they were supposed to be fielding into 2026. Some
Visa delays.
issues, which means they've had to really shamble together a roster. 3 players from their academy team, 2 from
फिर भी भाई मचा रहे वो लोग.
You might know if you've been watching Tier 2. And they are up on map 3 of this series.
A little bit surprising, but now Furia have some guns to play an honest round out. A little bit awkward.
ये मैच अभी तक चल रहा है. हाँ, exactly भाई.
In this round.
मेरे को 100 वाला गेम देखना है. जबकि क्रू का मेन ये भी नहीं है भाई ये. मेन अकाउंट बोल रहा हूँ. मेन टीम. अभी तृप्ति निकाली भाई ये लोग क्रू वाले. फ्यूरिया येड़ भग रही है फ्यूरिया की. यो शिशी कर रहा है. Already. Oh damn! Oh my God! 3K Koala बोरिंग मैच तो नहीं है. इंडिविजुअली परफॉर्मेंस मजबूत दिखा रहे भाई.
3-2 for each of them. And the mechanics on Koala in that position are so impressive. This is a player that we've really been waiting to see in Tier 1, at least in Americas, for so long. Lost back-to-back Ascension finals with M80. 2 years running through the gauntlet in Tier 2, making it all the way, and not being able to qualify to Americas. Had to take a chance in Europe instead. Spent a stage with Na'Vi last year. Now finally here in the US, playing in Americas.
ये 2 रुपए के रिकॉन डालते हैं ना ये सोआ मेन से पे भाई मेरे को बहुत बीटी होती है.
From Koala cancels it at the last second. So Furia still only have the 2 anchors on the A side. And it does look like Crew want to keep inching in. Contact look from them as
ऊपर चढ़ गया भाई और bro wow Artson oh my god ये देखो भाई ऐसा इंडिविजुअल गेम प्ले दिखा रहे भाई ये लोग.
But without the dart spotting Benji backside, there's an opportunity for one. An opportunity for another as now the missiles get added into the mix. He is very much in enemy territory.
Look at Nags, he's across the map trying to work a flank.
I mean...
Poor Benji's so alone.
Yeah, Benji has absolutely no help. Send him something. Help the man out. Not gonna happen. And Nagsit, who is on the wrong side, as you mentioned, still being held by Koala.
Oh, hell nah.
He made a step. Koala was ready for it.
तीन मार दी इसना
And for
भाई.
2 rounds in a row, a Furia anchor simply gets 3 kills anchoring to win the round.
Great.
Just do that again.
And Art was ridiculous on Breeze, quite frankly. See him picking up right where he left off, and it really has every single map been Koala Noob taking over round after round. Those two players have just had a lights out day.
Why are you saving there, bro? Come on! I don't rotate, man. I'm the warden.
The warden. You know
Hello,
what?
Mr.
That one might stick.
Yeah, maybe it will.
It's a little better than Koala Nation.
Warden मतलब क्या भाई?
Well, crew, go back to it. Another 4-1 setup. Working their way towards B. This time, they're not looking to commit too early.
वो smoke heaven cover करता है क्या?
Has some angles to work through in the smoke. This B site's real awkward now to scale into when you have an aggressive anchor player. Dart stops Koala from re-smoking the line, though.
This map is really a playground for an Omen.
चौकीदार.
But he's not going to get his chance, at least not yet. Instead, with that lurk primed over towards A main, Crew.
Yeah, Crew
work back to it.
Crew spent 40 seconds just to leave Benji over on the B side of the map to call some mid-round onto that side if they need it, but gonna have to come with
the faking
big
A.
idea on A. See the spike back in spawn and the Yoru teleport. Crew want to make a lot of noise on A and then snap back towards their lurker, but their lurker isn't going anywhere.
But look at the rotates. None got pulled. There is still 2
ओए कोई rotate ही नहीं किया. ₹2
He
का.
doesn't rotate. Koala's not going anywhere. Hands off the keyboard. He is maximum chilling on the site currently.
Surely they don't lose the round to the warden.
25 seconds. Can the infiltrator make it past its exit to take him out of the equation?
Bro, Koala Noob को spam में मारा है.
It's still the anchors
Oh
of
my god,
Furia.
wow.
You deal with
How they are
guy,
still
there's
winning
2,
this.
3 more flooding on in.
Bro, how did they still win that?
Around the site, Furia
First pick के बाद भी मर गए. जीत गया main round.
Furia constantly had full mid control that round, so they were willing to keep players constantly on the other side, knowing that they'd have a quick rotate in, and as soon as they saw an actual commitment out. And despite the great work from Nags to find that shot onto Koala at the start, these Flood players made it quickly through mid, and Nerve arrived to shut it down.
I really would love to see Crew play into that mid space a little bit more, because it's been
Check
largely
pause.
absent. We know the Crew, like on previous maps, they run a lot of execs, but not having the threat of quicker lurks or quicker split hits is punishing them.
What's difficult, though, is that they're not playing the meta double smoke comp, right? Most teams run this Aster Omen or some kind of similar look to that, which makes it so easy to work into mid control.
Oh,
because
timeout
you
hai.
always have enough smokes to put a smoke here, and completely
जरूरी
cut off
timeout
mid
भाई
control
Crew का.
while you lurk up in that
They lost
space.
back to
they
back.
don't have those tools, so it's so much more difficult
Back to
for
back.
Naxed or whomever is
Back to
tasked
back,
with lurking
brick by
there to
brick.
actually challenge into the
Back to
space
back.
without
Dung, dung,
significant
dung,
help.
dung,
Yeah, so you're probably going to have to end
dung,
up spending some amount of initiator utility, like a KO knife or something, to see if anyone's playing top mid before you can realistically take that space, which, of course, comes at the cost of a massive cooldown, right? If you're going to go ahead and go for that one. So instead, you will
Guys,
likely end up seeing a guy like
GamerYT5704
Naxit
को
going
एक
for more
wired
solo
mouse
missions, which is a lot
suggest
more
करो ना please.
riskier, a lot less high value round after round.
Especially when you're playing a team who loves to
Razer का Cobra बहुत अच्छा है bro, वो budget में.
And someone posting in that space instead. So it is a tough thing, but I think there's no room around it. You have to put resources into taking mid.
You talk about the operator, Koala
या तो और
picked
सस्ता
that
चाहिए
one
तो
up
G102.
with an aggro
Classic.
play on B,
G3
trying to
offer भी
hunt
अच्छा है.
down this operator. Nagsit is not going anywhere with that
Bruh.
teleport. Now, with the rope up into mid as well, Furia want to refight into the space where Infiltrator has teleported in completely on his own.
Do they suspect this angle? It is a devious spot.
Well,
this
there's a
deep.
drone coming for him. He gets the first kill. Now revealed as missiles push him back. That's exactly where Alam's waiting for him. And will strike for the kill. At the same time, though, Spike goes down on the A sites. Damage chips away at Gov.
But look at how they're playing this. They've already flipped them out, fought players into CT.
Alam
There's an
knows.
ult.
Oh my
Oh
double
my
ultimates.
god.
Making a V on the A site.
Bro.
As Benji goes down. And with
Bro,
nowhere left
what
to
are they
go,
doing?
Crew are eviscerated.
What are they doing?
So FURIA, they lost mid control that round. Alert came through, but they again, as they rotate, make
Speedrun कर रही है FURIA
the
अभी.
tools to re-clear, flush that player, and once they do, it's just a very nicely put together retake. Both ultimates finding value. Koala having the awareness of the possibility of someone wrapping around, and
back to back, brick by brick.
They have the operator, but that round it was even just this aggressive look. Now they can switch it up, put that up more passive into mid, change how they're anchoring. They are in a very good spot right now on defense.
Baby, come on.
5 and 2, and this has been the half that KRU have on the other maps run away with. Not run away with, but it's been far more successful for them all the time. So bodes well for FURIA's future. Look at mid though. Koala Noob has walked all the way down. This is unlike anything we've seen from FURIA, but in the last 2 rounds, going for these aggressive defensive looks, leaving it completely open.
And here comes Snags walking right into it.
Okay. उनको पूरा info अभी B पे हो रहा है.
Down, and now FURIA can have free reign over mid to quickly rotate and gear up for the re-hit.
It's going to be a great retake. So many tools.
चेंबर उधर ऊपर चढ़ के कुछ नहीं देख रहा था लिटरली मालूम 10 सेकंड के लिए.
Flashing towards heaven.
Oh, look at them, bro.
Trying to set up for this fight. Infiltrator secures 2 and another one out of Gov.
W.
The post plant. Perfectly played by KRU.
And now they back away. They have players deep towards main, ready to hold on to this one.
So आगा crazy ult चला है मालूम. और वो सोनसा का ही खेल रहे थे सिटी पे.
The swing from MTA and Governor would come in. A little bit over eager, I think, to take that fight with so little time left on the clock. Hunting for guns was the main idea for
Not Arad भाई ने 51 रुपीस देके एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है दोस्तों. प्लीज उसको रिप्लाई करो, मुझे पता नहीं इसका आंसर.
Nice work from them. That round was not going well, losing a player on the execute, but the decision making in the post fight was just excellent. It was a 3-pronged combo fighting towards spawn. They had a flash going up at the same time as this dart and the Sovalt getting primed, and all of that sets Infiltrator up so well to get his picks.
I think though this is kind of a one-off round, right? Because FURIA have never left a site open. They went for that mid walk down this time around, whereas every other round it has been their anchoring that's been completely lights out. So KRU won't get that same look again.
No, they won't. But they still want to try for it and go back towards B. Thankfully, even if there's players on this site, they do have a Yoru ult this time to help them get into B.
And a judge on Infiltrator to get it done. A little bit light from FURIA. Now seeing exactly where Nerve is going to be. Infiltrator not hunting down for the kill just yet. Instead, just posturing inside of that smoke from heaven. EU gets a kill through a smoke. Might have had a dart assisting him. So now Infiltrator forced to take a more forward line. He needs to accomplish something.
is opping CT with an omen, bro.
Push the skirmish line
अबे heaven push हो गया.
From Infiltrator as well, switching up the position. It is getting messy.
Okay, somehow he saved it.
Towards FURIA spawn. As the hindrance slows
No
down
way.
this fight.
Yoru को check नहीं किया.
Through heaven.
Wow.
Infiltrator collects on the judge for a
Oh my god, insane.
That's insane.
Oh my god, why?
Back to back.
Okay, so I guess that's the solution. Just run into spawn with the judge. Gets 3 kills, but even though it was a slightly different scenario, it was a very similar theme to the previous round.
What is this game, chat?
From the players far away to set Infiltrator up on the fight here.
But again, tell me if I'm coping, because I still feel
what a
like
shot.
that is a one-off round.
I
That's
agree
a round
with you.
your ult where again they're playing off-site.
But still, it's 2 that they've won in a row with that method. And I think even when they don't have the ults, there is still room to go for these forward fights. But I think losing that B site twice in a row, FURIA will switch things up.
And KRU as well.
Says me a keyboard under 2K. Any keyboard under 2K. Under 2K, दोस्तों suggest करो please. Not hurt by God. I'm so bad at this.
Last time around by Infiltrator. This time as well, and the drone was waiting for it. You thinking about trying to spam off the tag, but no dice.
This is a much better start for KRU. They have a player embedded so early in this round.
This is a weird round too. FURIA creeping down B long after seeing so many players chuck out the util in mid.
Now they have to back away and deal with this.
Oh my god.
With a perfect timing, and the same here as well.
Okay, trade. Never mind.
Mark. That spike is also in a ridiculous position. MTA trying to recover, gets his as well.
Oh.
And now Alum steps into the fray. What is going on in this round? KRU have yet to commit to a correct direction, and LEV takes the spike once more. So it's another teleport up from Benji. KRU are throwing every single thing they have into this fight.
No way, timing. Oh my god, what was that chaotic round?
Spike spent the entire round in that corner in mid. A purely ridiculous round. Sure, KRU get their embed, but they commit everything in to furthering that fight. There's the first timing. And the second going back the other way is... I mean, if Artson doesn't have the spike in that position, they could have so easily just hit into one of these sites late, but instead, the goalpost shifts. And in the straight-up brawl, FURIA wins it.
Looks like KRU are going to try a similar open to the round. Previously, putting 3 players into mid, that same pattern of utility. We'll see, though, what the extra layer is going to be this time around. See, EU is tracking that teleport. Should have caught a glimpse. And this time it's a fake TP.
But the drone not used. Because Artson was actually holding top mid. It means that they know that no one's committed behind this. KRU just work on walking players up and again catch Artson.
But now look at the A side of the map. Absolutely no one home from FURIA. They're fully stacked into the B side.
That
exactly.
From the side of KRU. And they're going back towards this stack.
Arey maa kasam.
FURIA don't rotate. They're sticking around here, a little bit worried about their backs because of the gap in mid. But I like this. Instead of, running around the map trying to cover lost ground, FURIA are just gambling into this idea from KRU. And KRU don't have a backup plan. They have to go into this site. They have to go into the stack. Qualanoobs has been a problem in backside before. And he's still alive. Spotted, taken out. And now the anchoring does not work.
Fell off the map.
Ridiculous, and it's giving you a chance. It's now 1-on-1. Look at the spike. The spike is back underneath heaven. Nagza has to recover so much ground. Now though, EU popping the drone, reveals his position, but he has a Hunter's Fury with so little time left. He doesn't even have to take a fight. He could just play for the ultimate. 10 seconds, and he knows the plant must come in. Takes his time. Needs 2 shots to kill. First one connects, and there is no time, there is no hope.
What a round City se mara usne bhai. Insane. Akele ne bhai.
Outrageous clutch from EU.
Insane.
It only comes because Benji falls off the map.
Legit bhai. वो नीचे गिर गया बेचारा.
Just outlandish.
Oh, he didn't press the spacebar key.
Space नहीं दबा उससे.
What is this round?
And of course, it's another round where the spike is just too far forward.
And so well played from EU in that 1v3. 2 crispy shots, realizes the time, and just plays it perfectly off his start
kills,
with
bro.
the ult.
Everything goes wrong for KRU in that round. Even then, it's right down to the wire. No command, no time wasted out of MTA. Full Guardians for KRU, and Nerve is in the thick of things, shut out. Kawalanuv also flashed up in sight. And EU once more.
EU पागल हो गया है.
This position has been impossible for KRU to deal with every single time.
Okay. Recon.
But now,
nice.
A small pause as MTA expires.
Recon whiff किया वो.
Approaches the site. That spike still waiting out in the open. Plenty of time to work with, and a nice shot this time.
क्या tap दिया था crazy यार.
Artson, here's a teleport. Creep.
Oh.
What a spot to be in.
दोनों नीचे.
Patience from the veteran. Here's a footstep. When does he strike? When does he pounce? When does he find his mark? He's taking his time. Artson goes for it and delivers.
These clutches from FURIA, just outrageous. This time,
what a clutch! What a clutch!
And the way he plays that is just so.
Bhai, you भी क्या 2 taps दिए भाई.
Sees the player, has the trigger discipline to wait, knows exactly where the planter is.
Tap. Oh.
I mean, the man who had the clutch in the previous round is the one who set it up. Those 2 kills give Artson the chance to win this.
Oh my god.
Maybe a shot away from whipping it. Finds it in the end.
क्या hype है भाई, क्या hype है.
And that's how FURIA end this half 8-4.
For the first time this series, in the advantage. Their series to win after the break.
Chad, who's winning, FURIA or KRU? Who's winning this? FURIA or KRU, chat? What a game we're having, bro. कॉम्पी खेल रही है लोग. कहाँ कॉम्पी भाई? इतना क्रेजी मार रहे भाई. मेरे को तो लग रहा है फ्यूरिया विंस दिस. बट भाई क्रू कभी भी पॉप ऑफ करके कॉमबैक कर रही है. कॉमबैक. फ्यूरिया फीलिंग इट? या ट्रू. सीक्रेट लैब्स की चेयर कितनी की आती है चैट? भाई ये क्या मस्त है वे. महंगी आती रहेंगी ना, बाहर गाँव का ब्रांड है साला. लाइव देखते देखते सो गया था, अभी उठ गया. वाह, गुड मॉर्निंग. कौवे काव काव कर रहे हैं बाहर. भाई तुम लोग ने एक चीज नोटिस की है? मुंबई में है ना, चिमनी बंद हो गई है भाई. चिव 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 करने वाली चिमनी बंद हो गई है. लॉन्ग बैक ब्रो. आई फील इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ पोल्यूशन. It's all because of pollution, bro.
FURIA leading 8-4 over KRU. And our eyes have to move on to this pistol round where FURIA have been dominant so far today.
Yeah, they've won pretty much every pistol round, some of the bonuses as well, but this time it's different. KRU is always led into the half, pretty much up 7-5, now trailing. Don't have those rounds to throw away. And it's them who are required to win this one out, to build some momentum on defense.
Still, I think there's a lot of good elements they have to take on to this defensive
You were
side.
right about games being close. हाँ, क्योंकि दोनों टीम्स ही अच्छी थी. But मेरे को नहीं लगा था भाई क्रू में substitutes खेल रहे फिर भी इतना close जाएगा, ये नहीं लगा था मेरे को.
Where Infiltrator and Exit have been playing a little bit stronger this last one.
And with a bit of an off-meta double initiator play instead of the double smokes you see from their opponent, they have a lot more tools to post nags.
That's why gaming कर रहे हैं भाई.
These lines and look at kind of re-clear plays as well later into the rounds. You flip that script though, and FURIA with the double smokes, so many tools, not only to go for harder executes, but also to work mid-control and cut information.
It would be important for FURIA to try and abuse mid through that util pattern, but also try and dominate some mains already. You've got Alum top site, the double dive in as Koala joins him, full control over back site. And these missiles to stop most opportunities to kill the planter. Already seizing so much space from FURIA.
A backside hold is potent here for FURIA. Nice crossfire, but they have to hold on to it. Nerve will be able to support with the stun with missiles.
Koala playing anti-flash for now. Here it comes on in. This time Infiltrator strikes first with a bandit. As Nerve comes in on the corner,
God,
has
that
an
right click.
opportunity. It's actually Alum up down. Gets shot out of
1v3?
it.
2v3.
A pistol round. Maybe
big kill by you. Oh my god, कैसे convert करते ये लोग rounds यार? इतना low HP पे भाई मार रहा है.
So little time. Benji has to get on the spike. Has to get it to half. And with a shock dart to take him to 5.
Bro,
The spam follows
how
through.
did they
6 for
convert
6
that?
on the series out of FURIA.
Very nicely done on that pistol from FURIA. The backside hold bought so much time.
आप पादा कम करो तो pollution कम हो जाएगा अपने आप.
Gotten out of that space. It's basically down to the wire, and with Sova with the Astra still alive, basically impossible to fight back in. And I think it's
Bro, FURIA
interesting to see
by
FURIA
now
just go for a
knows,
complete
bro, they
hard
shouldn't
hit on that
have
pistol round. Because I would expect to
lost
see them condition some
the
slower
first
rounds
game.
going deeper into this half. Talking about that mid-control with the double smokes you were bringing up.
Back over towards A main early on for FURIA. This time, though, not playing with that same pace.
Never mind, don't double smoke mid, just buy a scope for Koala.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work. That'll work when KRU don't have guns, at least.
नाक खुजा रहा है भाई ओपन में खड़े रह के.
Early round freezes from FURIA have become very standard practice against the anti-eco.
Oh, they've lost a lot of anti-ecos this game, so taking their time with this one.
And yet sometimes it's the time that becomes a bit of concern. Infiltrator comes forward. Some light assistance, and already you can realize with the forward spawn,
Euro को
here's
पूरा
the
info
rotates.
की
The
ये पे
rest of
कोई
his
नहीं
team
अभी.
can come back through spawn now, move on to the B side.
So FURIA will have better numbers here earlier if they pop this hit now. The pressure has to go to Naxit by a bit of time, get his teammates into the site, and he's got a great position to do so. Tuck's close.
6 bullets to play with. And some good assistance on the flash slows things down. And now with the swing, gets his. Pressure mounting with 30 seconds left for FURIA. These shots do connect, and with Nags out of the picture, hard to imagine much more comes down. Infiltrator though gets his before falling down 3 on the round out of EU.
Another eco round that gets close. This time, they don't let it slip away. So FURIA up to 10, 3 rounds away from closing this out. And
Rookie alternate
the last shot of that round, but I really want to give some credit to EU. I think he's come alive on this map 3. Not only those 2 rounds anchoring B with the 2Ks, but just a lot of trades throughout this one in really key positions. I think the initiator role is super important, especially when you're kind of playing this style that FURIA is going for with a hyper-aggressive duelist like LEV.
Yeah, and with the good work in these opening rounds, means EU's unlocked the Hunter's Fury for round 3. Ooh, a little crouch up and down from Nagsit. The drone reaches far enough to see him, so the paranoia follows, and here come the teleports. Benji just spam tracking Koala on the TP.
But still, they get forced away for KRU. They have to play a retake. When there's an Astra, when there's a Hunter's Fury in play, it's still difficult.
Thing is, KRU are here quickly, so they don't have to waste any time. Alem tries to get proactive, get in front of the retakes. Hunter's Fury
ये अभी
sets him
comeback
up.
खाएगी देखो.
The kills are going KRU's way.
ये FURIA comeback खाने वाली है.
Seems like a bit of a waste, even if it gets 2 kills. EU, it's planted for him, but MTA cuts him down before there's even the opportunity. KRU try to equalize somewhat here on their 3rd round.
You did see a very different
शायद मेरे को नहीं लगता अगला गेम देख पाऊंगा.
than what we were seeing through most of the first half. With FURIA playing double smokes, they were afforded the opportunity to almost always hard anchor.
अच्छे से सोते हैं आज थोड़ा जल्दी, क्योंकि कल भी मेरे को जल्दी उठने का है, बाहर जाना है, तो सो के उठ के जाएंगे, फिर आके स्ट्रीम करके पैक ओपनिंग भी करनी है, तो जल्दी सोते हैं आज.
And oftentimes those rotators are so well cut off that I think that it's going to be pretty tough.
But ये गेम में मेरे को KRU की ये देखनी है भाई.
Nagsit is getting a ton of work done on that
Come
chamber.
back.
All right, now that chamber over towards B, where KRU have really geared up for a forward fight on A main. Actually pressured down in top mid as well with the early missiles, sending Benji away.
And now this is more the rounds you'd expect on attack, with those double smokes cutting completely through mid.
Interesting, though, that these smokes are coming in so deep, as a matter of fact. Not just going for shallow lurk plays, but really threatening that FURIA could have gone all the way up in top mid.
सोचा था, but then नींद आ रही है.
With that new slant, it is a little easier to bisect those angles when you're fighting up that direction. But after getting that presence, FURIA hasn't done too much with it yet, sending a drone towards A main. It's not going to pull any rotates. They're expecting a re-clear play. They want to punish that, but it's just not coming. KRU is happy to just play the contain.
These are the rounds that get a little concerning for FURIA when they play with virtually no information. They're not going into a lurk. Instead, they're just choosing at 30 seconds to try and prime for an exec. No ultimates to work off of, so instead it'll be that smoke in center sight, and you're going to see an Omen teleport, you're going to see a double dash out of the waylay. Both players try and get in here quickly and fight into backside nice and early. But KRU seem relatively happy just to play to kill the plant. With 20 seconds left, they can play for the spam. They can try to wait out this smoke and stop the spike from going down, and that's why Alem is up in the thick of it. 2 kills already
उसने देखा उनको?
For him. And now Infiltrator with an unbeatable crossfire. There's no way you win that.
Crossfire पे मारा उसने वैसा. Crazy. Okay.
Well, off his own flash. Qualanoob shuts it down. Another challenger approaches. Up from Haven is Nagsit. Drops on down.
1v2. Nagsit.
One in main, one behind him. And the spike all the way out in the open. 11 on the board for FURIA.
FURIA roll the dice.
पता नहीं आपकी कब से स्ट्रीम देखता हूँ, लास्ट में तो आप जमा ही हो जाते हो.
Thanks in large part to Alem and the work he did fighting up towards Heaven on A. Watch these kills. Perfect on the first. And with that team utility comboing a paranoia.
भाई मेरे को उसके POV में दिखा कि वो देखा ही नहीं उसको और वेले और मार दिया.
Let's go. FURIA now in the pole position, 2 rounds from closing.
And look at the buy.
That is brutal. 3 rifles. They're forcing into this, but still have a player on just that stinger.
आज जिम नहीं होगा क्योंकि आज एक पूजा में जाना है रे मेरे को फैमिली के.
Virtually every round just fallen back and played to deny
वो
the
पूजा में
plans.
जाना है, इसके वजह से भी another reason कि मैं आज जल्दी एंड करता हूँ. पहले तो सोचा था कि आज करूँगा ही नहीं, but then मैं सोचा था कि भाई ये बार वॉच पार्टी ज़्यादा रेगुलरली
Needs
करूँगा.
that off next round. Otherwise, he's never going to have a chance to use it. And you need that active on defense. Look at him stepping down into B as well. One shot and a teleport away. That's his opportunity. A drone just saw nothing in mid either. So he is primed and ready.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Look at though, as the drone comes in, he's forced to teleport away. Tagged up on the other side of the wall, and I think Allen wants this fight. Look at him go. He is fearless. Regroups with his team back. No, he chooses to stay up. He chooses to stay up, and it's a great call. Allen is just taken over now
cooked.
in these last couple of rounds.
सुबह 9:30 इकोनॉमिक्स का एग्जाम है. 11:30 का पढ़ रहा हूँ. Good luck both. All the best यार major. All the best.
Has to come in quick.
Bro, 4-man watching the flank guy.
Pressure on every single front. Infiltrator moves forward and forward and forward. 3 on the round.
Crazy.
And FURIA move on to series points.
FURIA put so much into that round, and they just win it simply. KRU had forced up, had invested all of their resources, except this op they'll have in the next round, and it's all for naught. The drone tag onto Nags, Allen with a great dive, and again showing the staging of these post plants, plating up with Allen to start, falling back as soon as the smokes die, and easily closing out.
Doesn't get any better for KRU. See this glass up, glass guardian, sheriff. They got one real rifle. And they're trying something a little bit different. Infiltrator has to leave. So immediately that aggro look down mid is cut away at.
And despite investing resources, they don't know if anyone walked up behind these smokes just yet. Only that jiggle from the Sova to try and contain. B is basically open, just Nags on this op.
He loves this spot. But the drone does reach him. Not a free play, so he has to teleport away into heaven. KRU, the retake. Their tools are here, but Infiltrator's in front of it. He had a dimensional drift and didn't choose to take his time. Benji now is left alone. It is all starting to fall apart. Slow down. MTA just barely
Bro, क्या बचा ये? क्या बचा है?
And now in goes Infiltrator. A flash for him, pulls out of another dimension and sent right back.
And here comes the flank.
Flank भी आ रहा है. GG's.
On the waylay of all things, and he is going to take his time. He sees absolutely everyone.
GG's.
It took them a full year, but FURIA win their first series in 2026, just like they did in 2025.
This time it's with their full roster. This time it's them defeating the subs, and it was close. Moments they could have lost on Breeze, but their feet well and truly under them here on Map 3 of Abyss.
ये गेम इतना क्लोज आना ही नहीं चाहिए था. But crazy performance by KRU, bro. Crazy performance by KRU. Very well done by them. Very well done by them. WWF in the chat for KRU. आगे मचाएंगे बनता है वो लोग. आगे तो heavy मचाएंगे. मेरे को full smellings है. Bro, Abhijit, thank you for that $10 मेरे भाई. Thank you so much. W Abhijit in the chat. Thank you so much for the $10 freaking मेरे भाई. Love you, bhai. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for $10. Love you too. Big fan of you too, मेरे भाई. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $10. अरे crazy कृष्णा. Thank you so much मेरे भाई अभिजीत. चलो दोस्तों, मैं अभी निकलता हूँ सोने के लिए, क्योंकि कल मेरे को एक जगह जाने का है सुबह में, तो और मेरे को नींद भी आ रही है फट्टे, तो मैं अभी सो जाता हूँ. कल बहुत क्रेजी मैचेस है. कल आई गेस MIBR की भी मैच है. लेट मी चेक एक बारी कि कल ही है क्या. नहीं कल नहीं है वे. नहीं कल ही है. हाँ. Oh my god. Chat, NRG versus Cloud9 and MIBR versus NV. Oh my god. क्या मैचेस है कल. Insane matches underwear होने वाले हैं कल. So कल सुबह की स्ट्रीम्स मत भूलना, मतलब कल रात और सुबह। और मिनाटी तू पढ़ाई कर हगा से, ये देखना बंद कर दे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग। और कल टीम ऑफ द ईयर के पैक्स ओपनिंग भी होंगे, सो we're gonna have fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sage Mommy, thank you so much for the sponsor from the Pow Gang. Sage Mother, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Bye bye. Take this rest. Sadhana Gaming Body channel of Normal Times. Bye. Peace out.